Play your hand, play your hand. No fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the bags. And no fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. No fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. No fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. No fuck, play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand.
Ah, yes, and we are back deep in the heart of Texas, in Houston, at the Champions Club. Cash Festival 5 is upon us, and we've got a little bonus coverage for you. Pot Limit Omaha, we're playing big, 25-50, 5K men, and we've got a pile of legends. Will be introduced momentarily by bracelet winner Will Leffingwell. I'm Brent Hanks, joined by Dan Fouts here in the booth, and here we go.
Happy to be here.
What up, Stallions? Welcome to the PLO stream with the Stallions. It's actually going to be on Monday night tonight. We are with PokerGO, and we got a special lineup for you all today. So we got all the way our newcomer, Mr. Halpurn over here in the 6th seat. David, welcome to the game.
Thank you.
Hopefully you will see the action we do in PLO in Houston.
Okay.
I know you'll have some PLO out east of us, but also this is the first time Chris and me have both been here together. He was on here a couple times when I was out of town, and I saw some big hands you lost. Saw one that you lost at the end to Saki Bomb, who couldn't be with us today, but that was a very sick hand when he flopped the nut straight. So the room is packed in here at Champions. It's a tournament series going. The PLO tournament starts this weekend. It's going to be a 200K guarantee, 1,100 buy-in. So that should get things going. Day 2 is on Monday. Now, Mr. Halpern, this is our first hand we've ever played together.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
David.
David. Nice to meet you. They call me Black.
They call you what?
Black.
Okay, Black.
Okay, so that box right
Outstanding
there,
introduction
Oh,
from Rockets Will.
Keep it out of there because you're going to have
Oh,
to scan your card.
Yeah, and it looks like a setup hand. Rockets, Will, and David both with double suited kings.
I got it. Okay, I got you. So y'all want to see him already, huh?
Now, David, I
right.
am being told is the king of Louisiana. Is that right, Dan?
This is the first time David's been on our stream, but that's basically how he was introduced to us out there, yeah.
Essentially
Why did
owns
we
the
put him
state.
next to Larry? First time here. Y'all are going to do this to this man?
A better flop for Rockets, Will. Front door hearts versus backdoor diamonds.
We're gonna need more money.
Fire and take it.
Show your start.
Pretty good. I needed that king. I had 2 kings.
No, I had 2 kings. I had the 2 good kings, though.
Yeah.
We welcome everybody here in the
All right, I'm
chat
stuck.
on the
This is
PokerGo
my
YouTube
boy.
channel.
Yep.
Folks tuning in on PokerGo itself
Joe said.
as well. Appreciate you. Got Pluto TV also in the works. This thing is
So,
being
if y'all
broadcasted
noticed,
everywhere.
we got one more person that making his return to the stream today. No, Larry, it's you. I got a funny story from today. I was actually playing pickleball at Lifetime, and a guy that I don't know comes up to me and says, "Oh, hey," he's like, "I recognize you from the stream, the PLO stream." He's like, first thing he says is, "When is Larry going to get his panties out of the wall and get back on the stream?" Never met the guy in my life. Promise, this is a true story. This is what he said to me. And I was like, hey,
Hey,
we're
tell
actually
that
playing
guy,
tonight,
tell
and
the guy to
Larry's
sit
gonna
down
be
and lose
there.
20,000 in about 7 days over bad beats and tell him we'll see how his panties feel.
Well, I've done the same thing, and I'm still here.
Yeah, you just play bad.
Larry says this. He beats me out of a hand the other day. I flop the nuts. He flops bottom set. I turn bigger set.
Both
We
of
have
us
the
turn
same
to
straight.
both of us turn to straight.
Counterfeits me, and he hits the 1 out to scoop.
Watts.
To the river for
Got the button.
7,000 or something.
That's what I told
I
him.
agree. I agree. And there's your king. It was one of those good days.
Why do you always big hearts on this?
And it was a big deal to him too because he goes, "This is so sick." He turns his hammer. He flopped the nut straight, turned a set of kings. River's kings full, but I'm at quad tens.
Heart. Check. Heart. Only hearts are allowed to be put face up.
Small pot there.
Anybody-
Rebuy Chris
I got
flopping
three of the aces,
Broadway,
none of y'all got
but
the ace over.
all hearts on board.
Good Chris.
Checks it down.
Couldn't do nothing, but I don't even know if I would have.
Now, this cast of characters we have, Dan, can we expect a lot of money going in the middle quite often?
Yeah, most of the players that you're seeing here play just about every Tuesday on our stream here at Champions Poker Live, and it's typically a smaller game than the 25-50, but a ton of action, and occasionally we do run a bigger stream like this, and yeah, I would expect
I don't even know if I
a
could.
lot of action. These guys are feeling each other out right now, but we're going to see some clashes for sure.
I can't help but also notice
You know me.
Also new to the
C3
stream, I
in
forgot. We got
between
Jonathan Poche,
Tractor
local Houston player.
and Rockets Will, who's
Likes
been
to
leading
play
the
with us
show.
in some of these,
The name is Sweater
It
Guy.
gets about this stakes before you get
Yeah,
excited,
and-
you know, or even want to play. So.
He likes to wear that Houston Astros sweater.
Waters, be careful with your cards. I saw
It's
one.
the
That's the
same
name.
sweater every time. It's this particular sweater.
Not the
He
exact
does
card,
change it
but
up
it's all-
sometimes, but this is
color.
the one that I think he earned the name from.
Pretty sure I saw
Wears it
Deuce of
quite a
Diamonds.
bit.
I was going to wait till he folded if he's out there.
Peter Fry, the sweater guy.
Confirmed, by the way, real name Peter Fry. They all have real names.
What's that?
Chris Davis,
Oh,
known
is
as
that-
Rebuy Chris. Will Benson is El Tractor, which is the Spanish variation for Christoph Vogelsang. Peter Fry, Sweater Guy, as you mentioned. Will Leffingwell. Rockets Will. Jonathan Poche, I believe. David Halpurn, Larry Dean, Nick
There he
Frank,
is.
and Jared Eskandari. Eskandari's been around a
Welcome
number of years, a
back,
local
welcome
legend
back.
down here in the Houston area.
Now y'all made it mad.
I know.
Yeah, he
You won't
is
like him when he's mad.
the Shipley
By the way,
Donut
it
King,
doesn't take
and
much.
also
It's your fault.
earned his title,
Blame me.
Rock Smasher.
How much?
He's one heck of a
I mean, I
PLO
would fold
player.
this hand to everyone
Okay,
else.
so
but you.
Rock Smasher has nothing to do
Just because if I hit this card, it'd
with a day
be
job,
extra satisfying.
not out there pounding.
No, I think it's a poker nickname. He
Okay.
smashes the rocks at the
Yeah.
table. Top set for Oklahoma Larry on this one. Rockets Will with gut shot and two pair. Needs some help. Not the turn he was looking for.
No way. I would have never guessed.
Got Isaac in the
Told you it was a gut
chat,
shot.
president of Champions Club. Also mentioning another
Ace
truth
10.
about Sweater Guy. He's a hell of a
Here
chess
goes.
player. We have chess meetups here every Thursday at
Let you know,
Champions
I
Club.
wanted to hit it really bad. It would've made a game
And we
better.
may start streaming some chess.
Now this makes sense. If you're going to
You
wear a
feel like you'll
sweater
be a little payback for that. It
every
was
day,
sick.
you
Yeah, if I
call
would've-
yourself
if I
Sweater
would've
Guy,
hit that
you
turn,
just
we got all
look
that,
like
I
you're
turned it
good at
over,
chess.
you
Look
would've-
at him.
Ripper
Sweater,
would've
he
paid
looks
lost
smart.
every dollar.
You'd have cried.
I'm not even gonna
He very much
talk
is.
about that hand that I saw.
Oh yeah, you witnessed it.
That was,
Dude, it was gross. I'm not even gonna lie. It was gross. I felt bad.
And super funny, too. He doesn't
Yeah,
say
all the
much,
way to
but
the
every
cage.
once in a while he'll drop a one-liner.
No, I mean, I legitimately felt
Until
bad.
the
Will and I are
funniest thing
friends.
said
I
on
mean,
stream, typically.
yeah, I know, of course.
Now, if I'd done the Waters, I'd have laughed all the way to the cage. But
I like this guy, Larry. Okay, Larry, they call him. He's got that Oklahoma twang,
no, who
the
I
tats
really
up and
liked
down the
about
arms.
him has been-
Yeah, he is definitely a stream favorite. He's been missing for a couple of weeks here, and then players or people in the chat are always like, "Where's Larry? What's going on?"
I like busting Tony Sanchez more than anyone. It's my number one favorite person. Only because we slow roll each other and we got some really good ones over the age. Like.
For the folks new to this type of crew, the assembly called the Stallions, led by Will Leffingwell. And this group, this contingency, the Stallions,
Yeah, the Poker Stallions of Houston, Texas.
they're really making their mark. Multiple bracelet winners,
Yeah,
notorious for Pot Limit Omaha.
I
Yeah,
am glad
they're,
that all the
they
Las
love
Vegas
the
crap is
game.
over with and all the
They say
Houston players are back in
Omaha's a
town, so
Houston
we can
game.
Get back to have a decent game. It sucks between June and August.
You mean so you can start making some more money every
Now, Tim
week?
Duckworth, you're in the chat. This takes me back to when
When's the last time you lost?
Or
these
actually get to
groups
play
of
with
players
that I
had
like
nicknames.
instead of
What
some
was the
people who
Dutch
play with
Boyd
themselves,
Scott
play with their own.
Fishman group name? Anyone in the chat, just let us know.
I'm ODE.
I can't quite remember
I asked Scott the other
what
night
they
if he
called
got his hair in
themselves,
the
but
Smithsonian when he cut it off.
sort of reminds me of that.
Big old head hair. Said, asked him if he
Yeah,
got
I'm an
laser poker review.
honorary poker stallion. You may see that
Could you have
Rockets
imagined
Will is
Kyle
wearing a
Shanahan before after he got his hair
medallion
We actually put you over
with
there because we knew we didn't want
his
to-
favorite hand on it, and that was made by Oklahoma Larry. Actually, he does laser
We
engraving,
were doing it out of courtesy,
and Larry
but
made me
now
a medallion with 7-4 of diamonds
I'll say another word.
with the Poker Stallions logo on the other side. So I am now a Poker
I'm sorry,
Stallion.
Larry. I'll take the under. I know you're going to say another word.
I can't help but notice that
No more needling Scott, though.
Will
His hair is
has the no gamble, no future
legendary.
zip up on as well.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent jacket selection. New season airing on PokerGo. Every Wednesday, a brand new episode.
After they get back from friends.
Well, everybody, including me, is excited to be on the PokerGo platform today.
Only because they don't like Americans. But
Always great when you guys come to town, and I'm sure these guys are happy to have the Stallions PLO stream
Really?
featured on PokerGo.
I like this group, the Stallions. I think I'd like to get them on No Gamble, No Future, assemble the Poker Stallions.
Ooh.
Now, Mattress Mac had some involvement with this group originally, right? He sent a group out to the World Series of Poker a couple years ago.
That's correct. Yeah, I know Rockets Will was a part of that group.
He has a lot of leagues.
And
I
it's
don't
tough.
think they had the results they wanted that first year, but they've come a long way. And
It's a sweater guy.
yeah,
I'm gonna give you
a few
guess
bracelets involved in the Poker Stallions crew.
why. Looks like Mr. Rogers.
What gave it away?
He usually wears a cool Astros.
Now, this is a typical Houston heads-up situation. 5 ways to the flop.
1-0. Lost. Got 3 on base in the first. I don't remember.
And the chat has reminded me the name of the group years ago called The Crew. I
Oh.
don't think that's very creative. I like the Poker Stallions. They've
Right.
really upped their game.
Yeah, I like it because a lot of people have a horse, but these guys have stallions.
I mean, it's a pile of Clydesdales. Look at them. These animals.
El Tractor putting the pressure on here with top 2.
Waters gets out of the way with the gut shot and the king high flush draw. Maybe a little concerned
what
about
it
the
feels
ace
like.
X of hearts being out there.
Yeah,
It is not.
especially against that particular player.
This is Will Benson.
Yeah, El Tractor.
Yeah,
Poker goes actually
He's
in town.
usually
doing
not
a
putting his money in there with
cash
nothing.
festival.
sharp
So, it
player.
really starts tomorrow, but they let us move our stream to tonight. So and Brent's actually in the box tonight with Dan. So we got champion commentator along with PokerGo commentator.
I normally don't pull that.
I think it's streaming on both things, or maybe just PokerGo's. But
I want to take a moment to say hello to Mr. David Weinstein, who was going to be with us. Unfortunately, his wife got COVID, and he was unable to make it. David was here last time we had a big stream with Neil Rader. Anyways, David, I wish you were here. We love you, miss you. We'll see you next time.
hope your wife gets over it, gets feeling better.
Absolutely.
Only on PokerGo.
Well, we are thinking of David Weinstein.
Ever been to the actual PokerGo studio in Vegas?
I haven't.
Crazy.
Hopefully
Like
kicking
this,
COVID's
right?
ass by now.
Whole building.
Wow.
Really? Room full, yeah.
Yeah, definitely a bummer that he couldn't make it out. Hopefully he and the wife are okay.
Maybe one day we'll do a Stallions at the Ario. We'll just have to kick the stakes up a bunch.
What?
They're reading my mind. Are you hearing this?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
I will say, if we're going to have the Poker Stallions out to Vegas,
I like playing that.
we need to at least leave a seat open for Mattress Mac. Let's bring him back, the guy behind the original
How fun would that be?
Stallions, yeah. Dewey Topko, get him involved.
Top set for JP in position.
Man, those diamonds there, I can't even do it.
King 7 deuce. King 8 deuce was the best flop. So you gotta do with the king.
Best flop you could ask for?
Huh? No, it's flop 13. But King 8 deuce is the
Pretty solid flop for 7 kings, baby.
Yeah.
Is Oklahoma Larry out cold? Is he taking a little nap? I think he is.
It's hard to tell with Larry sometimes.
Yeah. You're a better flopper than I am, no doubt about it.
He's got himself a coffee now, maybe.
It gets a little cold in that seat. That's right under the vent for the AC. A lot of times, whoever's in that seat gets a little bit of a chill when that AC turns on.
I have to elevate my start.
El Tractor popping it up here with a double suited hand here. Ace tray of hearts, king eight of clubs. The kings seem to be going around. Rockets Will has them this time, single suited. And all 4 kings are accounted for. It's going to be tough to make a set this time. 5 ways to the flop as usual.
Where do y'all play at?
We play a private game, just like a local.
What city?
New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans, yeah. We play a restaurant upstairs.
Rebuy Chris flopping the best of this one with the open ender, backdoor diamonds, checks all the way around, and he picks up a second diamond here.
Like this, where everyone's trying to crush.
JP makes queens and sevens as well, but this sort of texture, nobody really willing to put much money in the middle. Here comes that 2 pair.
Yeah, taking a stab here. That's about 3/4 of the pot. A little more than that.
Trying to win
I
every
think
chip.
isn't that flip and go? Is that what that is?
Playing boards, I think we're there.
Oh, that's right.
I think Rebuy Chris could have done either or, both options on the table. He's got the straightening card in his hand with the 8. Of course, has those diamonds working. Could have semi-bluffed instead. Low variance approach. JP improves to queens and 10s.
And Chris missing both of his draws, checks his option.
Nice feel from JP. He's not worried about maybe even the smaller straights that could be playing passive, a hand like 3-4. Trying to target a worse 2 pair.
I did not want to show my hand.
Chris will get out of the way, though.
Yeah.
And a couple pots there for JP. Started with 7K, up 2,300.
Ashley said y'all been wailing on him, David.
Straight what I said.
What's that?
Ashley told me y'all been wailing on him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
He's
little
like,
bit.
man, I can't win.
Long hair, Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had been doing great, but I mean, before that, he runs pretty good and he plays good. So.
He said he's been winning small ones and then whatever.
Yeah.
Then y'all play big, y'all
Yeah.
get them.
What other games
It
are there
sucks
in
when
New
it's
Orleans?
like that, you know? You want it to go
Right.
a little bit both ways.
Of course.
What game y'all play? What other games in New Orleans?
I don't really know. I don't really.
You ever play Harris anymore?
I don't really.
They used to be so much fun.
Yeah, but it's just they're very too many rules, and you have to keep your shoes tied, and can't look at.
The lawyer doesn't like the rules, you know?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna play poker. I can tell you that. Yeah.
I really like the airfield that we played at.
What's that?
The airfield we played at.
Oh, yeah.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
Folds around to the cutoff, and David with jacks, raising it up to 175.
What's that?
3 spades in his hand, king high.
Yeah. Sometimes I've only played a couple times.
Waters getting in there with
He doesn't play
4s.
that
Ace 4 suited, though, in his hand as well.
often. Okay.
And Rock Smasher gets to close the action with a double suited, kind of rough looking baby hand, looking for some wheel cards.
This is my kind of hand here, the double suited garbage.
Right?
I like this.
And 2 spades out there.
That's
both
it.
Rock Smasher and David catching spade flush draws. Waters with a gut shot. And David c-betting just about pot-sized, 450. Pretty good flop for him, over pair and a flush draw. The Rock Smasher makes the call. And picks up a club draw to go along with his spade draw.
How pretty is that? 2 flush draws. One is 3 high. Yeah, there's 9 high.
David now open-ended with his flush draw. Potting it.
Attaboy. Come on in there, Rock Smasher. This is what you do. This beautiful hand.
Big pot brewing, 42.75 in the middle. Each player with about half pot. And a total brick on the
Stone
river.
brick, but is it a bluffable card? The straights fill in.
Yeah, 9-jack gets there. If you flop the wrap there with the...
He's got a 9 in his hand. He has to know if he checks, he can't win.
Who's bigger? His is. I had 2 flush draws. I had a 3. God fucking man. I see.
I think it would have worked if he would have potted river.
Yeah, the problem is David only had 2K left, so I mean, you could definitely make that bet.
Deuce 3, 5, 9, spades and clubs.
But David might convince himself to call with the jacks.
Yeah.
As the stacks get bigger, those pot-sized river bets will make more of a difference. And that's one thing that typically happens here on our Champions Poker Live
That's a really good bet.
streams with the Stallions. Everybody starts out with the kind of the minimum, and then the stacks get big after the first couple of
The
hours.
game's just going to get deep. It's going to continue to grow.
Right, and you can see it on the table behind, you know, all the 1K chips just waiting to get on the table.
Deep enough for me to get stupid there.
I saw some pink chips in Rock Smashers
You'd have to
rack
completely
behind
unpack
him. The pinks are 5K chips, so plenty of money waiting to get into this action.
This kind of game, I imagine it's not too tough to lose 20, 30,000.
Oh, yeah. Action folds around to Oklahoma. Larry makes the call with rough kings, no suits, king, king, queen, 6.
So last week I had one of my coolest encounters I've ever been a part of. I went and sat and talked with the most Houston legend ever, Matt Smack, and poker legend Dewey Tomko. I introduced him and sat there and listened to him talk for an hour and a half, telling stories. And I didn't say a single word. I just sat there and listened because 2 guys that are like my dad's age talking, you know, stories from the 60s. And
Yeah, Dewey's been playing poker for a long time. He played.
Rock Smasher raising it up with the suited ace. Going heads up here with Larry.
Played poker with him.
he was the #1 tournament poker player in the world the year I was born.
Really?
I was like, that's crazy.
Nut club draw for Rock Smasher.
Yeah, they told some pretty cool stories. A lot about Binion.
Basically a flip with the overpair of Oklahoma Larry.
Yeah, he got me the book. So they recommended 3 books, and I actually grabbed all 3 of them this week, and I'm gonna read them this week.
Rock Smasher just leading right out.
Yeah, almost pot-sized bet.
Could the money get in here? Oklahoma Larry might say, all right, let's run it.
Jack Binion a little bit, not like
Sit back and see.
But I heard Binion was.
Yeah, a lot of turns good for Larry's hand.
Jack is very, very calm.
And with the overpair, you might just want to gamble. Rock Smasher doesn't have much behind.
He told me to order called Blood Aces. I'm excited to read it. And then he told me this other
I gotta
book
tell you,
called Who's Your Caddy?
Oklahoma Larry does not look like the kind of guy that folds often.
For all these top people.
Oh, it's he used to write in Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
He used to write a great.
I got the book. So
Yeah. I don't think of his name right now, but he used to write the best one. I kept Sports Illustrated because he would write those.
Rick Riley.
He's in.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe see a safe turn and then decide to go with the rest.
Different chapter on different people that he captured
Yeah.
for. I was talking about one of Dewey's higher
That's a
money games.
pretty good turn card for Larry.
And,
As we can see, it's
Yeah, dude,
outstanding.
But the funny thing is he's not even a caddy.
Yeah, oh, no, it's just, he just wanted, right.
Would Rock Smasher have a lot of Jack 7, Jack 5 type hands that he would have just led the flop with? Perhaps.
Well, if he wrote it, because he had the
Pretty
best
polarizing.
Sports Illustrated, you know, it's really.
And if Larry can find the call, he's in great shape.
One of the Olympics. One of the guys that plays with him on the stream, he was influential in getting breakdancing into the Olympics. So he's actually a judge. And so he was able to get tickets for face value.
And Larry does make the call.
Well, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear breakdancing is the Olympics. I mean, those two go hand in hand, right?
Rock Smasher needing a club or an ace.
Poker's going to be in 4 more years again, the Poker Olympics.
Oh, yeah, the Poker Olympics for sure.
Sharpen up, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to represent our
Bingo.
country.
And Rock Smasher knowing a double paired board is good for him.
The typical, you know,
Much more difficult to make a full house in Omaha when the board is double paired, as you must play 2 cards out of your hand.
Yeah. Can't be short too often in this game, so if you are short, might as well.
And only 3 cards off the board.
Gamble one time.
It's got a flop, we're not going to fold.
I wouldn't have either. But if you're deeper, you know, you don't.
I made a good
play it
call.
the same.
Oh, absolutely not.
And now up a little bit of money is the Rock Smasher.
Enough to really get you off it.
Well, that didn't work
Oklahoma
for
Larry
years.
down half his stack.
And it is live.
Yeah, that's live.
All right.
It was 100's live.
And a quick look at the early results. Only 25 minutes in. JP already up 2,300 and Larry down 25. But it is early. This is going to be a 4-hour stream today. Plenty of time to turn those red numbers green or to turn those green numbers red.
We're going to see a lot of red today, Dan.
I think you're
A lot
right.
of blood.
$100 straddle is on. Game already getting bigger.
I was going to take my family to Paris for the Olympics because we used to, every year we go on a really good trip.
That would be a good one.
But then I got voted out by my kids because they said that it was just going to be pandemonium, too crazy. You know, a lot of people. But to go with, you know.
That's why I didn't go at the beginning. I wanted to go near the end.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it'd just be great to go. And Paris is a fabulous city, so I mean, you can't make a mistake. You simply can't, you know.
Man, I really wanted to play these tournaments here. I was like, man, there's poker tournaments all the time. Olympics only every 4 years.
Is Mattress Mac still sending a lot of people?
Larry raising this one up from the hijack.
Lake Como.
I don't know.
Double suited jacks.
Maybe that was just when they had it in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Sweater guy defending the straddle.
That's right. It's on the.
And Rockets Will in there with a double suited hand as well. 3 ways to the flop. Will, the best equity right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
And flopping top pair,
Italy,
top 2 pair.
Followed by St. Barth.
It's got backdoor diamonds going.
But my kids are older now, so I have to.
All kinds of good stuff.
There we go. I could take
Larry with the jack high flush draw.
Park or we're thinking of going to slide.
But Will's going to fire out 700.
19, 22, 24, and 31.
Sweater guy has no future.
Not in this hand.
Going to need to find the miraculous 6 quickly out.
16, 11, 8.
Yeah, good ages.
Sweater guy likes to say he likes the little ones. He does play those small cards as well. When the flop comes out little, sometimes he'll fire at it with a bigger hand because everybody knows he likes those baby cards.
A concerning statement, but I'm glad you clarified. We are talking about poker.
Well, he does like he says I like the little ones like my wife. So.
Oh God, yeah.
He likes them all.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a perfect for kids that age, you know, they're out in the water all day. And, I mean, you can't get out of the water.
That's not light. Everywhere, like 5 minutes.
King Deuce.
10-minute drive by we're pretty much in the middle.
Not a terrible turn for either of these hands. Oklahoma Larry blocking the nuts with the 2 jacks in his hand.
Once or twice.
Will does pick up a straight draw. Larry all in.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
For this game.
Larry can win
Nice. Good to know that.
with an 8 as well.
They're running once.
Yeah.
They're running once right now, but twice we can run.
No,
twice.
he ran twice.
You are running twice.
They're running it 2 times.
Glad I made
I just
sure.
got to call you. Got a queen on that board.
King Queen will hold on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got counterfeited. Amen.
And Scooper. Rockets Will. 2 pair holding up. Sending Oklahoma Larry to the cage.
And by cage, I believe the pile of chips sitting behind him, I think. Is he wandering off,
I was
Dan?
trying so hard not to say anything.
Have we
bad.
lost Oklahoma Larry?
No, I think that pile of chips might be somebody else's. He's going to get some more, though.
So it's okay to use colorful language once the light goes off when you walk out the door, right?
Yeah.
All right.
As long as the camera's not.
Yeah.
You can use colorful language on here too. Just not every other word. Every like fifth word.
At the World Series,
We like colorful language.
They
Yeah, it
Go
depends,
nuts, fellas.
depends on what color it is.
or something if you used the F-bomb. Like it was just, I mean, you got thousands of people playing poker, and every now and then someone's gonna lose their composure. It was just silly. They did it for a year or two. And then,
We're probably going to hear a couple of F-bombs this week. I'm not going to lie. Phil Hellmuth arrives later this evening. We'll be
excessive
playing
use is
all
fine,
week.
You know, when somebody's every other word, whatever.
When we just started this stream, we made them throw $25 every time they.
Oh, we used to do that.
Into a jar.
I paid an entire tab the first time. It was.
I was about to tell that story. I'm glad
I
they
got
got
so
to it.
tired of paying 25 a shot. No, this is true. I got so tired of paying 25 at a time. I handed him $500. So I'm good for the rest of the night. Leave me alone.
One guy had to tell a joke and threw the 50 before and said, "That's a $50."
Yeah.
We used to charge $100 for whining and complaining about a bad deed.
Oh yeah. We charge $25 to chase.
That's good.
Chase the rabbit.
They call that the Waters Rule.
Yeah.
The Waters Rule.
That is called the Waters Rule.
He likes to bust people and then have him rabbit the rest of your hand.
No, he'll rabbit hunt when he's not even in the hand. He's like, oh,
Especially
I had
if he's up 15K. That's why we implement.
I do it when I'm down, bro. It doesn't make a difference, up or down.
I'm just giving you shit.
I think Larry's going to like change costumes. What? Like, he's gonna do something crazy for his return.
20 to
He's
7.
gonna wear some type of.
Either going to the cage or the trunk.
In the background there, you see Alicia taking some still photos. We have a big tournament series going on here at Champions, and she's taking photos of everybody, and we're making those available to all the players for free.
Yeah, she does an outstanding job all year round.
Yeah, travels the country, specializing in poker photos. She does a great job. David opening this one up, early position. 3 Broadway cards and 3 hearts in his
Ooh,
hand.
we've got some hands.
Yeah, El Tractor with an 8-high rundown. Waters with 4 Broadway cards.
Wait a minute.
Suited
Will
ace.
folded 4-3-3 deuce. That's my kind of stuff.
Against these hands, not a bad spot to be
He's
in.
going to regret that.
Oh,
Anything with a mallard, you must play.
Right? 5 players going to the flop, 1 mystery hand. Sweater guy with the kings. A lot of Broadway cards out there.
got it? No stuff?
The audience likes to see a blind hand.
All
anyway,
baby
every
cards.
now
Good
and then.
news
What they
for
would do.
El Tractor.
Just a monster for El Tractor, flopping the nuts straight. Also has top 2 pair somehow.
That's why you want all your cards connected.
Don't forget, Rocketswell had, I believe, 3-4-4 deuce.
I think you're
Would have
correct.
been a set, yeah. Could have played a big one.
I told you.
With all these Broadway cards in everybody
Yeah, the
else's hand,
Jets are
JP might have something good here.
Watch your head on the camera.
They certainly can't have any of the Broadway stuff, so yeah, I'm with you.
I love it. You got another
For
one?
every buy-in?
Is that the new lucky hat?
Nope.
Guess
Hat
not.
for every buy-in?
You
Oh, guys,
brought like 20.
Let's
let's
get
get
it.
through this hat quick. Come on. Let's have some change hats.
I love that. That's awesome.
Actually, this hat's for.
Oh my God.
Player Houston. We'll give it to him. We all know who that should be.
Larry Legend.
Has Oklahoma Larry completely changed his outfit? The shirt, the hat? I think he has. Didn't he have a red shirt on a moment ago? Am I wrong?
I don't recall. I'm going to have to rewind the stream.
Actual court was still a thing. Like medieval court, I wouldn't be allowed ever.
I think the shirt's the same. You had a red hat on.
Unless I was.
But now he's a jester.
Normally on the stream we do
Probably gearing up to tell a Dirty Johnny joke.
And then every once in a while we do 10, 25, 50. Sorry.
You're good.
And then every once in a while we do 25, 50.
He's leaving it now. Is there another hat?
This is real nice. Second to none.
Yeah, don't worry. I found a way to lose 20,000 in a fucking
Live 100
game.
Security guards is great. Security
$100 straddle is on.
Most of it.
Rebuy Chris with what sometimes commentator Scott will say is a weird hand. 2 pairs in his hand. King, king, 7, 7.
Not one suit.
Yeah, it's rough kings.
Rough sevens.
Yeah.
Now, why is it a weird hand?
You mean that man right there?
Two pairs in the hand. They just call it weird hand.
They call it a weird one.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm learning these Houston lingo as I go as well.
It's been a kind of a big word the last few weeks. Weird.
Oh, yeah.
Making headlines. Okay, not a weird flop. He's going to hit both sets while Waters
set over set over set
has the queens, and he is in a ton of trouble.
And Waters firing out here with second set. About half pot, 575.
36 hours.
The problem with having both sets is you have all your own outs, but we see top set golden here.
Look at this, though. Waters sits back, and he doesn't like the spot with the queens, but it's got to go in. Yeah.
You got a set of kings? You got a set of kings?
I got 2 sets.
Kings and sevens. You got queens.
Well, by process of elimination, if he has 2 sets, we know which set Waters has.
It does.
Lord, if you love me, send the queen.
At the moment, a one-outer could make a running straight. Has that jack dangler.
Queen of hearts, I'm fucking going.
Yeah, running straight or the
I'm
final
gonna
queen.
fucking hulk the fucking table up.
What's this queen on the turn? I've seen it happen.
Good, we got 8 hand. We could square up a little. We usually play 8
The turn has to be a 10. I mean, that's just how it has to happen for TV purposes.
Yeah, 9, 10, or an ace, no problem.
Well, one thing about it,
Waters has already removed his microphone.
yeah, we got it.
Has no faith.
I got all my house too, but
Someone's been
going for one out.
Yeah.
I'm the only paired board right now. Give somebody quads.
Yeah.
For quads.
10 jack ace with back door hearts and clubs.
You know, be the sickest. Pair to the 7, pair to the queen. Seven and queen.
I only got one.
What's this? Queen.
That gives them out.
Well, it's a sweat.
10 jack ace with
Never a doubt. 12% of the time we get there.
Or 10 or queen.
Queen. 10.
Oh my gosh.
And it looks like Waters, his day may be done. One bullet in a dream.
We can square up right-handed.
Yeah, we may have lost him.
What do you mean?
There's no one else coming in?
I don't think so.
Not that I know of.
Well, yeah, I'll be glad.
We were going to play 8-handed, and Water said he had one buy and he could play. I said, all right, we'll play.
Well, in PLO, that's how you lose 5K in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You went over, huh? Who bet the over?
Well, we started late.
That was the
Just a
second
cooler,
hand.
set over set over set. And just like that, Rebuy Chris at the top of the leaderboard, up 3K. 31.75 to be exact. Oklahoma Larry down at the bottom. Stuck 5K, but still going at it. And it looks like we've lost Waters.
I don't think Oklahoma Larry's planning on leaving anytime soon. He may have unlimited ammo with him. You don't wear a hat like that with the intent of leaving early.
No.
I went back and forth. I went back and forth. I thought you had to
So Larry's a character, dude. He couldn't tell you. We every few weeks or so, he'll throw some type of fit that we're not being nice to him.
Every few weeks?
He'll disappear for like a week or two, then it comes back. This is his grand return. He's gonna act like a jester. Hey Bruce, if you bust that horse tournament, we got a seat open. Sure? Yes, 100%. PLO? PLO, all PLO. 0. Well, turn in river, community. Guys, everyone on that table, we got a bounty on Bruce.
I don't think I can
Tractor
fold,
opening
can I?
this one up here with the aces. 3 clubs in his hand.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty
Well
sure I
connected.
get to close the action too, so
You know what they always say, though, be careful what you wish for.
I understand.
Bruce is a dangerous man. He's either gonna have all the chips or
Never ask him again. Never bet him again.
Huh?
Never bet him again with you.
No, you never do, because they're gonna beat you.
Take it.
King high flop, and equities are pretty close still. Jack 10 gets there for David. He's got 2 jacks in his hand.
He's got the Jack 10 of hearts as
roll.
well cooking.
Rock Smasher picking up the nut flush draw.
Louis Vuitton.
David with the current nuts stacking out a bet.
The best hand we have pre is Stone Dead. Ace Ace King 3. El Tractor will have no choice but to get out of the way. And Rock Smasher does have a fun one. The hearts you mentioned also has the gut shot straight.
Chance to get 4,900 more.
And he is blocking Jack 10, having 1 jack in his hand. Gonna make the call. And Rebuy Chris with top 2.
Also has a jack in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he acts like he might hit me, and I know I won't try to hit you.
We missed you, Larry.
I think that's a bad fold.
Makes a
I think it's just a bad fold.
I'll still
makes a
play
lay down.
50 cents.
Thinks it's a bad lay down, but
I'm still playing
he'll
50
find
cents. I
out.
thought you were
But I
gonna
might
come
have
back
only
the
6
other day.
outs. That's it.
I heard you were mad at me for no reason, so I was just leaving it alone.
And Jack 10 will hold.
Thought I was mad at you because I was needling Willie D.
$25.
I'll have it on.
Fires out 2,500 quick fold from Rock Smasher. And Chris will never know if his fold was bad or good.
I think he knows.
I think he's pretty aware.
He's pretty certain right now.
Yeah.
And with players to act, you heard him say it could be a horrible fold. They only have 6 outs. Basically saying what he had.
Right.
Nobody cared. Certainly a home game type environment. This group, they play often, typically once a night here at Champions Club on Tuesdays. The Poker Stallions. And I think now is probably the right time. Dan, I have an announcement to make.
All right.
Max Payne announced.
You have the floor.
I have officially decided to join the Poker Stallions. I am now a member of this Poker Stallion tribe.
That's awesome. Do you have a cool screen name?
Well, I'm working on it. I think will probably assign it.
Okay.
Seems to be what he does. And he didn't have a choice in the matter. I was coming into the group no matter what.
Well, welcome to the fold.
It's great to be here. We'll never play with them, but it's nice to be a part of
Right. Yeah.
the group. Yeah.
I sat down with him one time. I thought it was a 1-3 PLO because that's what it said on the board, but it was 5-5-10, and I bought in for $500 and quickly found out that it was not
All
a
in the
1-3
first
game.
hand.
Yeah, I played like an orbit or two, and then I was like, "Oh, you guys, I thought this was a different game, but I'll sit here for a little bit," and and then got out of there and gave the seat to somebody who wanted to play bigger. But yeah, I am a stallion, but I'm not ready for stallion stream.
Hey, man, Willie. How's his game been? It's been good. You go play it? Play it every once in a while.
Oh, look at Oklahoma Larry. I mean, he's digging deep into the royal blue. He's got a pocket full of yellows.
Going to Vegas Thursday.
You going to Vegas?
Yeah. Going to Morgan Wallen concert.
They didn't show.
Where to?
T-Mobile or?
It's it's at Raider Stadium, whatever.
Oh, nice.
Be cool if it was at the Sphere.
I know.
Have you been? I haven't been to the Sphere.
Dude, it was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. I went and saw Crazy Bed.
Yeah, the
Dead
Eagles
company.
are coming to the Sphere. They just released a whole bunch of dates.
Yeah, the Eagles are coming down.
El Tractor opening this one up.
I'll buy you tickets. It was like this.
3 Broadway cards and an 8.
I know he's a big Eagles fan. He's not too old.
JP double suited.
Come on. Vegas. Need one more good Vegas trip.
Norman.
4 ways to the flop.
I'm taking friends to Vegas that's never been.
I've never been to Vegas.
Never been. They're our age and they've never been.
Where are you going to spend?
What are they,
Venetian, do the touristy.
What are they, 22?
And Larry leading out. Top 2 pair.
Do Venetian and the show.
That's 500.
They show and all the stuff you do the first time.
Yeah.
You go to Vegas often?
El Tractor open-ended with backdoor diamonds.
Five, right?
I like that, man.
Circa.
And David also open-ended, getting in there.
And there was a show called Street Smarts. Yeah, it was like a little show they'd ask you questions.
3 of spades doesn't really help anybody.
That's Antonio.
And Larry continuing to apply the pressure, betting 2,000 into 2350.
Oh, settle down.
Larry will take it down right there.
Here, settle down.
He showed 9-8, but that's probably all he had. Maybe 10 jack with it or something.
I remember when I was taking it the first time.
I stayed at the Venetian my first time.
Yeah, I wasn't there when I
Second year was over.
Black.
Yeah.
Give him some black. Or
Like
red,
when
black.
brand new. I've loved that casino ever since. It was like
They did Latin. It ain't even, I think that's.
No, it's changed.
There's
Changed
some
to
Benson
the
should be there.
Oriental or something, and then it changed to
say, Larry?
something else. Or no, I'm thinking of
So
another.
there's some Benson should be there.
Yeah,
Hard to get.
Imperial. It was Imperial for a while. Back in the days when you got actually coins out of the slot machines. Ding, 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 ding.
Everywhere around.
Yep, ballets and stuff. Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
Now, if you hit a call it a $5,000 jackpot, they would pay you in all coins
That's why we love them.
coming out of the machine?
I guess so. I have no idea.
You know, if you
I've never won a jackpot on a coin machine, but I imagine that's what would happen. How would the machine
I
have
have
5,000 worth of
memories
quarters in there?
of Atlantic City
Can't see or hear. You might as well not.
walking down the boardwalk casinos in there when I was a very young child and seeing and hearing there were buckets and that's where
Right.
you would use to collect your coins. But I mean, there had to be a cutoff, right? At a certain amount, you can't just fill buckets full of thousands of dollars worth of coins.
In those days, they didn't link all the machines like they do now. The jackpot was probably only $300.
Fair.
Playing for a quarter. You know?
Yeah.
Right under it. Oklahoma hat.
Ooh.
Jester hat.
Who knows? Tell us in the chat.
Cards all top.
King every
Alan Kessler would know.
We got that big jackpot.
Yeah, he just
We don't have one here.
won himself a cool $1.2 million the other day.
Amazing. The guy notorious for
Flat off that beat.
degenning slots while also being the tightest human on the planet and just buries it for $1.2 million.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it had to happen eventually when you're just grinding slots for however many years Alan's been grinding slots.
I say this and I mean it. The guy's a legend. Alan Kessler, even before the $1.2 million, he's a legend.
Oh, sure.
Just because of who he is, that authentic Alan Kessler.
Two bets there.
The chainsaw, man.
Doesn't matter which one.
And that was just the cherry on top.
A nit in every aspect of his life.
Not when it comes to slot machines.
I've never seen it.
But even
I
then,
beat somebody with straight.
he's looking for
before you talk about
max
but
free
Lindy,
play,
yeah.
max free rooms,
Yeah.
max, so
I've never seen him flop though.
he's always grinding with the plus
really-
EV.
He was into that machine for $12,000 and played for 12 hours straight.
It's amazing.
Big blind, and the flop came 7, 8, 9 of clubs. I had 10 jack of clubs. And it got bet and raised and me call and all in and all in and all in. And this guy had the 5, 6 of clubs, had top set and nut clubs.
Wow. See, we didn't believe you back then, and we still don't believe you now.
I don't care. I promise you that.
I was playing the other day on the north side, and I flopped a straight flush and had 3 people with money in the pot before it got to me.
That's a good feeling.
Small game, yeah. Until they all checked the turn.
Bubba in a straight flush the other night. It was still a wheel.
Called the straight flush one time and on the button, cut off, bet into me all 3 streets and was all in.
You know, I've always wondered as we'll keep an eye on these spots as they develop, but let's talk about slot stand, shall we?
Let's do it.
If somebody were to live stream their live play, so you're playing high stakes slots, like what Kessler was doing, and you put that on YouTube. I don't know if you can stream slots on YouTube, but on some platform that allows that, I actually think thousands of people would tune in.
Now, I have never watched it, but occasionally in my algorithm, because I have a lot of poker stuff, I will see people streaming slot play and coin pusher play. So I can
From an
verify.
actual casino, or is this like the online environment?
I've never actually watched it, so I can't really answer that. But I assume it's a physical machine. But who knows if it's actually at a casino? I would think that most casinos wouldn't allow you to be sitting there filming, but I really don't know the answer to that.
I would watch Alan Kessler play the Buffalo machine for hours at a time. I would. And you might be lying to yourself saying, no, what you would as well. You would find yourself locked in.
You might be right.
Riding the highs and the lows.
I used to work at some places that had machines in view of the poker table. And the rituals that people have, slapping the side of the machine or pressing the button 6 times instead of once, or, I love that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's Monday, that's right.
This place must have used to be like a motel.
Yeah, they got room.
I mean, I want to hear Alan Kessler order
Like a Hampton Inn.
macaroni and cheese, but hold the cheese. And watch him eat it while he's playing Buffaloes. I want the whole experience.
Can I get the hot tea?
The $1 chicken sandwich and the free fries. Let's go.
We do the gambling game, we do it. We could do it.
John Dyer in the chat says Vegas Matt does a slot stream a lot.
Familiar with Vegas, Matt, but I've never seen the
You get a steak too?
actual marathon slot session inside a casino. It may be happening. I'm just not aware of this.
Yeah, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I have seen some slot streams and coin pusher streams pop up on my feed. I just,
Don't get it on here.
Black.
it doesn't even entertain me to play slots, so I don't think I could watch somebody else play slots.
Last week we did it, and I think it came 3 times where no one said their card because they weren't paying attention.
I kind of think I want to wait to order it until I see whether I lose that thing. If I win it, I'm going big or going home. If I lose it, I'm getting
Opening this one with 3 Broadway cards and a suited ace.
not me.
Rebuy Chris with double suited queens getting in there.
There's some little things there too if you want a little stuff.
And Larry with 4 wheel cards. There's a hand right up your alley.
That a boy, Larry.
5 high spade draw, no good.
Smaller gamble. Oh man, the card came the first one too.
Top set for Chris. Rock Smasher with a gut shot and backdoor spades.
For sure. I mean, yeah. How can
And once again, Chris with a set and one of his own outs.
I'm going to pick the 9 of diamonds.
Bottom pair as well.
Look at that.
Queen of spades.
Whoa.
Crazy. I'm gonna have to pick a different card. When we really started, it already came once. What's the chance it's gonna come again?
If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you like and subscribe this channel. This is going to be day one of 5 consecutive days streaming here at the Champions Club in Houston, Texas. This is Cash Festival 5.
Speaking of, anyone know how Tommy's doing?
Kicking things off with some PLO. The remaining 4 days will all be No Limit Hold'em. Phil Hellmuth lands this evening. Jared Blesnick. You like sports cards? You like characters? You're going to get your hands full all week long. Jay White is in the building. He's made his return. He was the first one to arrive. Jay White showed up a day early yesterday.
Already here, already fired one of our tournaments in our tournament series that's going on right now.
And if you're familiar with Jay White, well, you're going to see a lot of money go in the middle, oftentimes without even looking at 2 cards.
The first question he asked, before he even asked how much is the tournament, was, is there rebuys?
Yeah. Yeah.
The man came to play.
Brandon Cantu making the trip. Wolfgang, he will be playing tomorrow. Poker Mama. And, of course, the guy that has just been all over the place. How about 3Coin? Randy. He will be part of the lineup tomorrow as well.
We are excited to have them all on property. And if you're in the Houston area, I do believe most of them will be involved in the meetup game that we're going to be having on Thursday evening.
That is right. Jeff Platt will also be involved. He arrives tomorrow. Will be on air.
I don't know the details. I think he was sick for a while, based on what he told me a year ago.
And that meetup game will be Thursday night here at the club, 7 p.m. You want to play with Phil Hellmuth? Play a little 1-3 No Limit Hold'em? Well, there's your opportunity. Plenty of giveaways as well, merchandise, swag.
Five ways to the flop. Rock Smasher smashing a top 2 pair. Nut flush draw. And backdoor wheel outs. 65% against the field.
Should we do without looking at
You're wondering how he's making those great folds, don't you?
El Tractor with the Broadway wrap. Unlikely to go anywhere in position here. He's going to make the call. 350 is the bet.
King again. Oh, look, aces. King every flop.
Over and out.
No, Tommy said ace every flop.
Let me guess.
Must be Larry.
And heads up we go to the turn. Rock Smasher way out in front now. 80-20 favorite.
What a ticket.
Yeah. Nut clubs delivered, and El Tractor makes his straight.
Larry, you look like you wouldn't play golf today. What? Did you go play golf today?
These two players
Did you play golf?
have a lot of history. Play a ton of PLO together.
Play tomorrow.
Can't play tomorrow, but I will play next week on Monday or Tuesday.
If you're El Tractor, you, of course, recognizing the flush has come home, but how often is Rock Smasher doing this with just the bare ace of clubs? Understanding it would be such a pure bluff card.
He's too good, though, and plays too slow.
If you call here, you know you're calling the remaining 2K on the river.
And I told him I would play, but
Yeah, Rock Smasher did raise pre. He could have top set with the naked ace.
It's not a close or something.
yeah, I didn't even.
All right, I give up.
Could have the same straight.
I'm like, man, I haven't played since my 30. I got a brand new set of clubs I bought before I got paid.
Shows the goods. Good laydown by El Tractor.
Other than that, you didn't have anything.
That's good.
Nathan Joyce in the chat. Hanks, do you live in Vegas full time, or are you located in Houston? I do live in Vegas full time, and I travel to Houston about 5-6 times a year now to be a part of these shows. It's my home away from home.
And what a nice home away from home. The only poker club in all of Texas with a hotel on site. Newly remodeled property. Great place to come stay and play if you're not in the Houston area and you want to come experience some of this wild Texas poker. you should come here to Champions and
It
check
has
it out.
everything you need. Hotel, great. Food,
Which day you take off?
outstanding. I'm telling you, the food here is just worth the trip alone. Come have dinner. If you want to play poker, great. You're going to have all that. Chef Connie back there.
The true star of the show.
Oh, my God.
Thank you very much.
Limps around and rockets Will, opening it up from the small blind. King, queen, queen, 8. King high spades. Rebuy Chris getting in there with 10s. And Sweater Guy calling on the button here with king 10, 6 deuce, 3 diamonds in his hand. Spade draw for Will.
Lost deuce.
Leads out for 800. Rebuy Chris also has spades. Jack high.
Oh, yeah.
Take a minute to get it.
The strip is really good. Strip. I did.
Folds around.
I know it. Yeah.
Rockets Will picks that one up.
I like avocado salad or whatever. I don't like drinking alcohol. No, I'm just gonna take a separate. Yeah. A regular salad.
Nathan Joyce, the only question every man needs answered about Champions Club to satisfy every need. How is the gym? Well, I will tell you this. From what I understand, it is upgraded. Plenty of equipment, beautiful setup. I, however, have yet to frequent the gym, but I am going tomorrow. That is true. I am going to the gym tomorrow.
I've been saying that for years.
Yep. I'm a new man. So, Nathan, tomorrow on the show, I will give you my gym review. But from what I'm told, it's fantastic. It's all you need.
She's good.
Bobby Fillet in the chat says he likes it.
He says thank you.
And a newly opened pool. Bobby Fillet, one of our favorite characters here at Champions Club.
There's a pool?
There is a pool. It's just outside of this trailer that we're locked in right now, actually.
I didn't know I knew originally there was a pool. I didn't know it was open. And
It just, yeah, we finally have the pool opened. Everybody's very excited about that.
15 and 16-year-old kids do now. It's just unreal.
I haven't been to a gym since I moved to Houston, so I can't answer the question that Nathan Joyce poses.
I mean, part of it could be what they put in the
But I do believe that
Yeah, I mean, come on.
it's a nice gym here.
You played it yet?
I just choose to believe that.
Helmuth uses the gym every day. I'm not joking. There's an elliptical in there. There's videos of him just pounding it out on the elliptical.
That is true.
Going about 2.5 miles an hour, phone in hand, just hammering it.
Live tweeting the elliptical.
Yes, the experience.
David 3-betting with rough aces here. Little connectivity, but no suits. And Sweater Guy with rough kings. Same situation. David way out in front here, having a king in his hand.
How did you even hear that?
I mean, is it legal to fold in PLO pre-flop when you've got kings, no matter how rough? I believe it's against the law here in the great state of Texas. Of course, Sweater Guy realizes that, does not want to go to jail this evening. Will call.
What? I mean,
Flops a gut shot.
I think Black's dealt you pretty damn good, Chris.
No, he's not saying it like that. He's saying he was just going to be back.
Oh.
For David, not the sort of flop you're looking for. You've got aces.
Yeah, neither player in love with this flop. Very wet texture for Omaha. Check, check. Sweater Guy with the dry king of diamonds. But neither player has anything other than the pair they started with.
Look at this by David, right?
Yeah, just recognizing that
It just felt weird.
Sweater guy's not checking back straight. And
Felt the aces were good.
Fires out.
The first all in, he ain't losing, man. He finds a way.
That guy plays with the all.
Yeah.
Waters? Yeah.
We usually play smaller. I knew this game would be kind of big for him, but
Who's
said he wanted to play.
who's playing fantasy?
It's Mrs. saying we had to replace Willie,
Been
Billy,
better, been worse.
and the other son. But Waters is gonna play.
Poker aside.
Corey came back in.
First dealer change of the stream. We are lucky here at Champions to have some of the best dealers in the world right here in Houston working at Champions Club. Summer Poker Open is in progress. Our summer tournament series. If you want to come play, get a room rate right here of $119. Use the code SPO 2024 on championsclubtexas.com to book your room.
All the gestures at Harrah's in New
Patrick going out.
Like that. Little statues outside and stuff.
I would like to do like 2 quarterbacks maybe or something like
Give me the
that.
that's
Yeah,
the
that'd be
I'm not
fun.
sure you're making.
The turnouts for the Summer Poker Open have been incredible. I've been following along on social media. I believe this past weekend you guys had over 1,000 people.
Almost 1,000, 996. Still.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge
A
field.
$360 buy-in.
360 buy-in, 200K guarantee. We almost hit 300K in the prize pool. 51,000 up top. Did the live stream for that last night, and it was a fun one to watch.
Learned something new today. That's good.
Yeah.
It was a great final table. And we're looking forward to, we've got the PLO Championship coming up here. That's an $1,100 buy-in with a $500,000 guarantee, I believe.
This city loves PLO. I think it's a $200,000 guarantee.
Oh, that's right, 200K guarantee, sorry. The main event, 1,500 buy-in, $1 million guarantee also coming up.
We play 10-handed.
But yeah, we're excited for both of those events. Both of those will be live streamed as well. And then my favorite tournament, which is going on right now, the Flip and Go. $200 buy-in, play one hand of Crazy Pineapple, and you're either in the money or you're out. Perfect for
Piece of cake.
somebody who has zero skills at poker like me.
This is a game you would like.
Open enders for 2 of our players here. Nobody with clubs.
About an hour. Every chip on the table.
And now Larry spiking bottom set. Potting it. Sorry, betting 1,000 into 1325.
Very impressive.
I ain't staying out there all day.
JP will also come in. So we have got action going to the river. Will Larry's set of sailboats hold? They will. Filling up
Full.
the worst boat you could have.
Yeah, and a wise check. Oftentimes, bottom boat no good when the top card pairs. And those two pair of hands get there. So exercising a little pot control is Oklahoma Larry, and he'll take it down.
Didn't see that one coming.
Go to the same damn restaurant
Nope.
every time.
What's that?
Didn't see that one
I
coming.
see one coming either.
Fantastic. One of my favorite
I need
meals.
to get out more.
Wow.
Next time you want to come down this way, we'll go.
I'll get your number later on tonight.
That's pretty big. But
I was afraid somebody had King 10.
I'll go try a new restaurant.
Would have played different if we
Well, King 10 would have made perfect sense.
Good
check.
I just go,
I thought it was good.
Gringo's is right there. I'll go and eat me a little kid's
King
meal.
10 would have made sense.
Yeah, I would have checked too, buddy.
Yeah, Fogo would be a
Yeah.
lot for me to eat.
another concept.
Nathan Joyce in the chat saying, why do I assume Helmuth is pounding a glizzy while on the elliptical?
That's a pretty safe assumption.
You've been done. You were done before you walked in.
You're done when you're sitting there, and then like come out with a pineapple. You're like, yeah, give me a couple slices. Oh, let me get some of this top stuff. Pineapple.
Docafelt, Hanks, what are your thoughts on the Helmuth blow-up? Man, I mean, For me, that was easy top 5 ever that I've witnessed. I watched it in person, filming that show that day. It was incredible. Hellmuth is so. I tune in to watch Hellmuth for the greatness and for the eruptions.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the replay of that. Pretty fun. He's built a character, and he lives up to it pretty often.
And it was as real as it gets. I mean, those two were going at it all night long.
David with nut flush draw in position here. Going to take this one down.
Hang on, David. David, I miss it.
I was lucky enough to be dealing
Who knows?
one of the cash festivals here when Hellmuth blew up in this very room.
Monday's kind of a weird day.
Kind of fun to watch it happen from 2.5 feet away.
Now, remind us, what was the blow up? Who was it?
Oh man, I've seen so many of them now. I can't remember the details, but I do remember.
Somebody said there's like a.
He went off pretty good. Somebody was needling him. I believe it was.
Is it Feldman? And was it the same type of crew? Feldman in the airball game?
No.
Brazil God?
I think it was Brazil God needling him.
Hank,
Brazil God Hank needling him mercilessly for about 40 minutes, and then finally he erupted. And they were trying to make it happen. It was not like subtle, you know. And I can't remember what the hand that set him off was either 3-5 or 5 deuce that makes bottom 2 pair, and I believe he has ace king or ace queen, top, and it was. But that was after 40 minutes of just ribbing it for a long time.
I believe it was against Freddie, one of the other Chicago
Freddie
guys.
Deep, that's exactly right.
They was in a game in New Orleans. One of the funniest stories. Not funny. They got cheated. No, that was the bad part of it. Like a few weeks ago.
Isaac in the chat saying it would be pink. Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
I kind of missed it. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
What's down with those guys? Was it the dealer in on it too, or?
No, it's just 3 guys that had. I don't know that, but they had some kind of device where they will wear these glasses, you know, and they could see marked cars or something. I didn't believe it because I had played with these guys before. I didn't believe that.
They were that bad, and they knew the cars. Some of the cars.
I really couldn't believe it. I would have never thought, you know. But
There's a lot of games that I played in Houston where it's just like, what spot's your language? You know, whatever. Y'all can talk, whatever y'all want, man. It don't matter. Go ahead.
Wow, that's
Larry
really
turning the nuts, firing out.
Infrared cards and marked cameras. I heard somebody say that somebody was doing that.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I don't know.
That was
Somebody
pretty
went on
quick,
tab
guys.
one time, didn't want to pay, and said it's because of marked cards and cameras and infrared.
Yeah, I
They
should raise
took it to like.
I gotta give her cash for this too, but not chips. Right?
You can give it
Chips, okay.
The guy here knows that guy very well. Yeah, it's funny, but he's good. Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I took the cards to the police station. They could see like a die or something, right? Like,
You can
take the cards to the police station and you could see like some kind of thing with glasses or something.
Jacob did. He went got infrared or whatever. I
You
still didn't
can-
believe him until he brought the card to me, showed me infrared, and it had like
a black
big
light.
K.
A black light will. Pick it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, something like that.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to even carry one of those things with you in some places. Just, you know, flash it and see what you see.
We check all of our stream decks at the beginning of every stream and at the end of every stream with a black light, just to be sure. Take the security of the game very seriously here at Champions Club.
This is the problem with drinking.
So you're not looking for scorpions.
No, but I do have some friends in Vegas doing that.
Yeah. That's what we use a black light for.
Right?
Very, very, very
Sit on your porch with a black light and a BB gun and
I don't really like that.
shoot some scorpions.
I don't really like it. I'm not really happy about that, to be honest with In fact, I'm not
It's
going
like
to
El Tractor
play with you.
popping it up here with a double suited hand.
Boy, Tractor is so well aware of his image. He gets a ton of credit for just having really big hands in spots here pre-flop, going to work
Sorry,
with the 10-6-5-4 double suited holding. And I would be willing to bet that a lot of these players just think he has something like suited aces.
Yeah, look at the size of the hand that Larry folds here. Ace, king, queen, 8. Just, like you said, just using his image to his advantage.
I wish I would have known some of these things were Olympic events, like handball. Like if I would have known that was an Olympic event growing up, I would have just trained for that.
I need to learn how to fold.
Can tell he just has, obviously, tremendous skill set, but also a great feel for the game.
No, I'm not going to
Learned to
re-raise
put in
every time. That's
those
the first time I re-raised.
very tricky bluffs.
I couldn't do this though.
Yeah, definitely has great situational awareness. I have played at the table with him a few times. Sometimes when he's waiting for a bigger game, he'll play in a smaller game. And
Your seats are live.
if I have a question about how I played the hand, I'll always go to Will because he'll remember every detail of the hand, even if I don't. He'll be like, oh, yeah, in that spot, you probably should have done this.
I just said.
When I
your
say
seats
Will,
are
I'm talking
live.
about El Tractor.
Last hour.
Couple of Wills at this table.
Maybe blind raise.
This is like the 5th hand that it hasn't been on. I mean, there's only been like 5 hands that the 100 hasn't been on.
I need to go get my other hat.
Oh, I hear other hat announced.
Awesome.
How many hats does this guy have?
Does he have a third hat, or is he putting the first one back on?
Is this normal for Oklahoma, Larry? Does he always have a collection of hats?
No, this is the first time he's brought a jester hat. One time, they all wore cowboy hats.
You have to call it before they put him in. Damn, why did I remind him?
Sorry.
Top set for JP.
That's pretty funny.
Fires a nickel at it.
Yo, what's my
Size
card?
bet.
Oh, there it is.
And takes it down.
Hey, Will. Will.
That's pretty good.
Pass on me for their hat. It's hilarious. It's funny.
Alright.
My wife's best friend bought it for me for Christmas.
The donkey head or what?
Worse.
Here comes the steak.
Oh, I have a feeling just because I know what you love to do, it might be one of those. Is it? No? Okay. All right. Then you definitely have me guessing now. Larry's a huge fisherman. Huge fisherman.
What?
He's a huge fisherman, like bass fishing.
In other words, he's saying I'm fat, not fish.
No, no, he's like actually like super well known pro fisherman. Yeah.
Sponsored.
You got $1,200 lower for one.
He gets them for free.
Like I said, in other words, he's saying I'm fat, not fish.
That is also true.
Caught 2 10-pounders this week, though. Caught a 10-2 Monday night, 10-7 Tuesday morning.
Rock Smasher opening this one up and getting a lot of folds.
Come on.
Somebody breathing directly into a microphone. Always fun. Sounds like Darth Vader out there.
Fish with the guys who were putting weights in the fish.
I know one of them.
Very clean, though. You know, healthy deep breaths. I think it's Jared warming up his hands. By Jared, I mean the Rock Smasher.
I think you're right.
They were.
Sort of
They were.
a morning dove call.
They were cheating.
If you just pinch the thumb and the pointer a little bit closer together and give it a huff and puff, you can start to summon the dubs. I can't do it. I used to be able to do it as a kid. I forgot how to do it.
I would think you would work on summoning the mallards.
Oh, yeah. I love the mallards, but when I summon them, I'm just there to observe. I'm not out there hunting the duck.
I love how they do the salt rocks and they light them on fire, and it's so good with the steak. I love it.
Oh, Larry's put his second hat under his on top of his first hat now. Double hat.
We got some new
Oh, he's double wrapped. I thought it was a new hat.
One of them said he went home and took a gummy the other night. He said it was messed him up so bad he had to go to bed. He woke up next morning and was still
really, really well.
He probably goes, don't tell that story.
That's funny.
Really, really. And it's like, I don't know anybody even goes to it, but we do really big
Rockets will double suited.
conventions.
The small
and-
blind opening to 350.
Got the guy.
Here, bet something so we'll
Larry
keep
with
looking at that
jacks.
and be
You know, it's
surprised.
Queen jack of diamonds getting in there.
super hip.
And Will firing in the dark.
music and-
That's 500 before the flop comes out and flops the nut flush draw. Larry with a pair and a gut shot.
Only place in Houston in August, even with AC, where I am absolutely stone freezing right at this table. It's always so cold back here.
I'd rather be cold than hot any day of the week, though.
Where at?
I'd rather be cold than hot.
Larry makes the call
agreed,
and
'cause you put
turns a
layers on.
set
I know
as
you live
Rockets
when
Will
yeah,
makes the nut
nothing
flush.
you can do.
I like being
Absolutely.
hot. I really do.
You would prefer hot?
I like it hot.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Goose!
I know. I'm in.
Diamond!
I just like it.
We got Goose of Diamond!
Not the deuce of diamonds, the 8 of diamonds, and now Larry can go to work.
Goes just under pot, 3K into 3450. And gets paid.
Wow. Wow. Look at him. He even has one.
$9,400 pot going to Larry Legend.
Two-outer. Wow. You run good against me.
Seems like you'd leave me alone.
How am I gonna get my money back if I leave you alone?
You're running good against me. Here, let me bet.
I think Oklahoma Larry is our biggest winner in the game. In for about 7,000. Could be the full 5 scoop, unclear.
I think he's in for 7 or 8 and definitely up big now.
Rebuy Chris clearly also one of the biggest winners in the game. Only in for his original 5K bullet.
See, that's the karma. You screw me all the time, coming back and biting.
Oh man.
Hold on.
Should be nice to Larry.
I agree.
Night's not over.
Yes, thank you.
Whoops.
That's okay. Thank you. What am I supposed to do with the salt that's burning?
Sweater guy opening this one up with some baby cards. Ace King 4 tray, Ace 4 of clubs.
Gut shot, straight draw.
Didn't see a turn.
But it was a 10. I thought, well, I caught 10s against
Going 4 ways to the flop here.
Yeah.
Nice hands all around. Flops a wrap on the wheel. JP picking up the nut flush draw. Sweater guy firing, and unfortunately for him, JP also has ace tray in his hand. With the nut flush draw and a gut shot to the wheel.
Always a good thing.
Thought you just flopped top pair. Didn't think you flopped middle pair and went with it.
Check raise from JP to 2,900.
He's trying to get it in right here, right now.
Yeah, like 40, 4,500 more.
I think if Sweater Guy could see the cards, he would consider at least calling. You can see the equities running so close.
Yeah, basically a flip.
He had stuff to do.
So he's obviously getting the
He had a
right
lot of
price
stuff
with
to
money in there already.
What's more important than poker?
Life. Family.
A lot of stuff to do. We start remodeling tomorrow morning from the store.
Oh, so you're going to get that going.
And he is going to move it in. We're just going to play for all of it.
Doesn't matter what.
Well, let's flip a coin for a near $13,000 pot.
Looks like they're going to do twice. Coin flip 2 times.
Wonder if we got the ace of hearts.
Larry, or sorry,
No,
JP looking for hearts.
Hearts.
Sweater Guy looking for the little ones. Queen of diamonds, no help to either player.
Nobody has a pair.
Ace King high, going to take this down. No, 3-4
No,
makes a
3-4.
straight.
Sweater Guy makes the straight. And now a big favorite to scoop. No, chop it up.
Yep.
Ace 3, 4, 6. Oh, ace 3, 4, 2.
You're way ahead with ace king.
Hey, your 10s are good.
Where would I have them? They're all in our fold.
And a look at the results now, an hour and a half in. Rebuy Chris up 4,000. Oklahoma Larry up 3K. David up 2. JP up 1. And L Tractor also in the green. Everybody else looking to turn things around here. We've lost Waters down 5,000. Sweater Guy and Rockets Will both down multiple thousands as well. And Rocket Smasher just below even.
Pretty fair fly.
Plenty of time to turn things around, though. Another 2.5 hours left of this stream.
That does confirm it, by the way. Larry in for 10K. Woo. Still showing a profit, but it is this guy, Rebuy Chris, our biggest winner 90 minutes into the show.
Folds around to JP on the button. He's got most of a royal flush in his hand, raising to 400. 4 diamond Broadway cards.
You have a 3 of hearts. It helps the bet on the flop.
I saw it. You want me to tell you what it is? Well, sorry.
Gets heads up with David, who has 3 spades in his hand.
Excuse me. Turn your mic off. No, turn your mic off.
I like the little ones.
Top 2 pair for David.
You saw the hand, right?
Fires out a pot-sized bet.
How else could I bet? I still lose when I see your hand. But it gets me at least an even shot.
All right, we're going to play one round of 5, 10, 15.
I'm in.
right.
There we go. I haven't straddled yet.
Sure would like to give you this other orange chip, dude. Deal me one.
Yeah.
$100 straddle is on.
Still trying to figure out exactly what they're trying to do.
It would block.
I'll get to the top. I think they're practicing right now. I don't know if that's actual. You know, I guess they want to show it goes back. Yeah, we don't want to see people practice. Talk about practice.
Rockets Will, double suited jacks, raising it up to 350.
You have to do it, I think, right?
David getting in there with queens on the button.
I guess I'm in, huh?
And Rebuy Chris with fives, king five of hearts in his hand, gets in there as well from the straddle.
Noticed.
You go 3 ways to the flop.
You just laid that one up for me, though.
2 spades on board. Good news for Rockets. Will, nut flush draw for him.
The what?
My cardiac rest in the cup.
Peter's trying to do you a favor.
I figured it was your turn.
I buy steaks.
David also with spades, blocking Will's flush draw, but somehow another spade finds the board here. David has 3 in his hand.
Probably watching the stream tonight. It's funny because we've been friends for a long
And David is stone dead.
Yeah,
And
with
we
the
go to
second
dinner, when I
nuts.
take my wife, he'll buy. But other than that, it's always my turn. And he's probably laughing.
Well, I have
his
some
ass off
of
right
those.
now.
Yeah.
Might just play for it
We
all.
can go-
right,
we
you
can
got
go to eat on Wednesday and I'll buy lunch. We go to eat on Wednesday, on Thursday and I'll buy lunch. And on
If you have
Friday
a
I'll
nut
go and
flush,
it'll
we
be
don't
my
need to
turn,
do
right?
that.
Yeah, I got
Probably.
enough flush.
Okay. You know, just do it once, because I just had another 2. How much is that? You can give us the card, but, oh, no, I don't have a straight.
Wow.
Okay.
King high versus queen high.
This is 9-7.
Very rarely do you see all the money go in. Your opponent is just stone dead.
Yeah,
And PLO.
Yeah, and especially in PLO. Really tough to be stone dead. But in this case,
3 days in a row.
nuts versus second nuts.
That certainly feels good for Will Leffingwell, bracelet winner. He's got the best jacket on at the table.
More times than anybody on.
He's in this game for roughly 6,000 or 7,000 now, booking a winner.
I gotta say, I think he's got the best chicken fried steak in town.
It's good. Brian?
Dukes, yeah.
Yeah, it is good. I've had it. I like,
They
the
make-
burger,
they
the burgers
season-
are really
They season
good.
their flour, they're back there in the kitchen, it's just freaking so
I
good.
like it.
All this.
Then they put the same breading on there like their onion rings, and they use red onions, which is weird, but it's really good.
I like red onions.
They usually use white onions for onion rings, he uses red onions.
They had a mechanical bull there this weekend.
Oh, you're kidding me. That sounds like a good time.
After the kids leave.
Love it. I love it. So quick. Boom.
100 straddle on again. Mallard's in the muck. Don't look now. Rockets Will with a 10 high rundown, 1 gap. JP raising it up to 400 here with single suited aces.
Call. Love it.
I just gotta try to go after Larry.
Good call.
Will and Larry getting in there with the middle shelf cards. Larry looking for spades, Will looking for hearts. There are 2 hearts on board. 2 hearts and a gut shot for Rockets Will.
Oh, boy.
Checks around and the board pairs.
Kings again.
Check it.
Triple 4s on board now. The aces with the check mark.
Did the Mallards have a 4 in their holding?
I don't believe so.
It's a shame, really.
It is.
Should be punished.
Very much.
Give my cards back.
Oh, you're the 4?
I had the 4 and pocket 3s, but I couldn't.
Three spades.
The 3s have the 4.
I knew someone had the 4.
First time I never called with the damn pair in my hand, and there it is.
Can't win them all, Chris.
Oh, I agree, especially with
Really?
y'all.
Best I can do is a pair.
You've won like 80% of the hands you play.
No,
Go for 8. I had 8s in my hand.
I keep.
I had a king.
Yeah, the 2 sets versus 1 set was kind of overkill.
Yeah, it was
top and bottom
overkill.
set,
But
middle
then he got better, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose. Normally, if you get
Yeah,
better,
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta-
fucking loser.
8s for a while on this.
Waters
streak
doesn't
were
bank 10s though, don't
My
worry.
card, I made quality.
He don't bank 10s, only 2s and 3s.
Pocket 8.
Huh? At least he's
No,
banking.
no, exactly.
Crazy.
Tony Ty would have showed him the
Even
pocket 7s first.
after the stream, too.
Tony Ty would have showed him the pocket 7s
100%.
first.
Seven.
Yeah, man.
Can you beat
Let me
it?
see him quick. Can you beat it?
Oh, you can? Well, too bad. I got king too.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing nobody like that.
Oh, he would.
Even if he didn't know you, he would
Yeah.
have this. I would do it to Tony Sanchez, and that's about it.
Oh, it's 150.
Maybe Larry.
Dave raising it up here with 4 spades in his hand.
He just
You know, one of the times I had eights, I was playing silver dollar.
Interesting
Full of eights.
That's not too bad though.
hand to open with.
Gambling might not be for you.
Jared,
Yeah.
You know, like that gets you.
is he 300 or is it?
It's 150. He meant to call. He meant it was an accident.
Yeah, I thought he put 300, 250. Yeah, but. I put 3 out there, called 250.
He thought it was 250, not 150.
Some random person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like this.
I-
Something I don't know right now with the
Honestly, if that was the only thing that guy did, then I'd be like, it's kind of funny. But it's,
Yeah. Definitely not.
he gets me sideways, Jonathan, for sure. He's like the only one. It's kind of funny. He beat me out like 10 grand, and like every time for the next like 3 weeks I saw him, he's like, "Did you see when I had 15 grand in front of me?
Somehow 2
the other
spades
week?
come out.
Did you see when I won all that money?" I'm just like, "Yeah,
It was like, that was all my money.
I remember.
David,
I remember, man."
open-ended straight flush draw.
Well, last
That's
week.
500 and takes it down.
Over and over.
Red, all black, and king of fours.
The funniest thing though was when we were playing $1,000 mid-buy game. He had 900.
Another look at the cumulative winnings. Rebuy Chris still on top. 36-25 in the green. Larry, Will, and JP all winning over $1,000. L Tractor in the green as well.
$25.
$25 is still $25. One small blind is
Hey, you're like, not richer than me.
not your target for 90 minutes of play, but
I got one for you in the chat, Dan.
all right.
Can you all explain the flip and go structure? Want to make sure it's the same as WSOP. Can you confirm the structure?
The structure is, it's a $200 buy-in.
Y'all know everybody.
It's 8 players. So as soon as there's 8 players registered, those 8 players will play one
play with
hand of
people, I'm
Crazy
like, I don't
Pineapple.
fucking know their name.
The winner of that hand is in the money, and then they play No Limit Hold'em tournament on day 2.
There you
So
go.
that's the answer. $200 a pop, 8 players per table. Winner moves on.
AC, I hope that answers your question.
4 or 5 people I've never seen look like it was vacant or nothing.
Right, sure.
Walk in there, like, I've never seen these
I
guys.
know at least 4 people probably.
Hold them, I can see.
That's a $50K guarantee on that tournament.
Or they like
Calculating.
Say again?
Recalculating.
Yeah, I do know something.
And I've already played once.
Calculating.
How'd it go?
I'm going to probably play again.
Okay.
Think long.
I thought it was out of 10 people before. I promised myself I'd only play once, but when I found out it was out of 8, I'm going to allow myself 2 bullets.
There you go.
Starts to fall apart. Just call everything. Just call,
I may
call,
join you
call.
this week.
There we go.
But I got the button.
When is day 2?
Day 2 of the flip and go is, let me look.
Goose Diamond.
Saturday,
Flop leg.
the 10th.
Nope. Can't join you.
Flop leg.
Although maybe I'd have to extend. No, my wife will kill me. Can't join you.
No murders allowed. Nut flush draw for Larry, who started with aces, single suited.
What do you want?
It looks like David might peel a turn here with the gut shot and overpair. Drawing really slim against Larry's hand.
I'll tell you what. I would like a raise way more than a call with this particular holding. It wouldn't work as Larry has the nut flush draw. If you were targeting bare aces, this sort of board, yeah.
A raise would make more sense if he had 2 10s in his hand instead of 2 queens.
Does have a 10.
Does have a 10, so
He's going to get out.
yeah.
Aces with a nut flush draw?
pretty
And
good.
I'm straight. And we're 6, 7, 8.
I'm 3 behind, dealer.
No. But he had the best hand and the best draw,
It's mine. It's fine.
which is always a big edge.
2 10s in my hand. That'll work on Larry.
You say I had the best hand?
Best hand and the best draw.
I had the worst spades.
Well, I like it. Best hand, best draw. Glad you got out.
I flopped a straight and
Or
like it.
you could have called, I could have hit it on the turn, then it'd be better.
You didn't need to hit anything. You could have hit like a blankety blank.
Hey, don't cuss me like that.
I'm not supposed to use
I've
that
been
kind of
hitting enough of
language.
that blankety blank shit.
I could straddle.
So let's sleep.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't.
You can
Okay,
sleep.
all
You
right.
can sleep it.
I didn't see it was.
No, you're good.
That's what I was thinking about on the hand. Will, should I raise it and just take a flop?
I wish you would have raised. It would save me
My
$300.
position wasn't real good.
It
so I
would save me $250.
$100 straddle is on.
3, 4. Strong hand.
My position just wasn't good.
It was double suited.
Larry getting in there with double suited sixes. Rock Smasher with the same 2 suits. Flipped around. Raising it up to 500.
Being you again, huh?
And folding around to Larry.
Supposed to be this time.
Makes the call. Heads up we go.
This corner is the best.
Say again?
Rescan your cards for me. Sorry.
So you better quit screaming if we do.
Alright, we're good to go. Alright, that's it.
Like using process prop unless they're like charged, like there's be like that.
Rock Smasher catching trip nines. Both players missing their flush draws. Larry firing out 500. And a raise from Rock Smasher. Gets a quick fold out of Larry.
I thought you'd think it was a bluff. It's not a bluff, but I was hoping you would think it was a bluff.
Oh, yeah. You're open. You're right. I didn't think it'd be.
You don't know nothing.
No, you don't know.
Ready for the 50?
I bet,
guy's
you know,
optional.
it seems like he got nines a lot.
Twice.
You can put it out for days.
I was hoping you had a
Don't
bad
wanna do it
nine and
twice.
you think I had aces or kings and go with it.
No, I had
No, you don't have to put it. I'll just put it on. Don't worry about it. It's good.
pocket pair. And I thought maybe if I bet weak, you'd think I had a strong game. You get the only way you can
I
call it,
did.
you got a nine.
That's why I ripped it. I thought you had a strong. I thought you had a 9. That's why I ripped it there. I was like, he's not gonna
The only
fold.
way you can call it if you got a nine, sure as fucking you got a nine.
Yeah.
The only way you can call it with a nine. So I bet that hand based on.
Well, I can call up a lot of other hands other than a 9. Like I said, I ripped it because I was hoping you didn't think I had one. You did.
You're not gonna call there unless you have like a big overpair and maybe a red.
That's what I was.
don't have it. It's not putting me
I
on.
was hoping you would think I had big overpair and you had a 9. That's why I ripped it. You know what I mean? What do I know?
Sweat that one time. Sweat that one time, you sweat me good.
David with the double suited sixes this
Somebody-
time in the straddle.
That's what I mean.
Opens to 300. Gets
Diamond.
4 ways to the flop. Larry flopping the nut flush draw. And a pair. JP with top and bottom and backdoor diamonds. David leading out for 1100 here. Backdoor diamonds for him as well. Top pair.
David Dave.
Larry with a quick call. Nut flush draw. And heads up they go. Aces and queens now, top two for David. And Larry with queens and nines in the nut flush draw. Picks up a gut shot straight draw as well. But David way ahead here as he pots it.
How much? 3,325.
Both of them from Louisiana.
Looks like it's going to be a good one.
Originally, but he lives in Texas now.
Okay. Who got the heart draw? Straight draw.
Aces and queens. You win.
Yeah, just made the fucking world.
You went twice. You would have raised it.
Alright, you got 700. I'm sorry.
800.
800.
Listen, dude.
Wow, that's a pretty good match.
Aces and queens will hold. David taking down an $11,000 pot.
You were right not to believe me, but
I know, I get enough.
What are you gonna do with that?
yeah.
Yeah, you're only 700 behind him, but then $6,000 pot.
Hand was really big. Say hand's really big, and it was a really big turn for David's hand.
Yeah, if I don't hit that, it's,
Yeah,
you know,
that's gin card
my
for
voice is going to go.
They haven't been coming unless they flop it. And flushes haven't been coming unless they're getting flopped.
Got topped with the flush.
Yeah.
Not that I was ahead or anything.
I got it. God, I can do this. Sure.
Icy.
First time I'm not cold, go figure.
Yeah, I'm freezing back here.
It's cold, for sure.
Well, I got all these people here too, though, so we're probably trying to.
Yeah.
50? Oh, I like 50. I like 50. I got a jacket if you need it.
I know.
I have a jacket.
Yeah. This first time I'm not
I
cold.
was playing over there in the tournament the other day. It wasn't that cold. And then I got moved to this table.
Freezing.
And I came back here like I had to get a jacket.
Yeah. And then if you're in the front room, where the tournament is, it's usually pretty hot.
Sometimes in the back. If you're under the little middle fur out thing, that's where they got like the vents.
All everything blown, yeah.
It's pretty cold.
Like I told you, it wasn't gonna be a $50 one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Larry
Close. I only had
raising this one up to 350 with ace queen 8-8. Got clubs working for him. Sweater guy getting in there with ace queen 9-4. Spades working for him.
I just wanted to
They
call.
bought it. You know, they got it at auction. It was like a dilapidated hotel.
Oh, wow.
Structural issues and a bunch of other stuff. Ended up buying it.
7 high flop.
Fixing it up.
Great news for Larry.
How many rooms they got?
Blocking the nut straight twice.
Second floor and third floor. There's no rooms on the first floor.
Nothing on the first, yeah.
It's small for those. So.
Maybe less than
Maybe,
60, 70?
maybe like 30 floors.
30 or 30 a floor, 60.
Sweater guy taking a stab here with bottom pair.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I just
Backdoor
seen that room in
spades.
there. They got 3 nice tables in there
Yeah,
too.
that's the part. So when we play like this type game, here we
You're going in there, okay.
makes it a lot better. You know, people coming behind you.
Yeah.
How big are their tournaments this week?
A little bit smaller, but the following week, they have a 1100
I'm gonna play
PLO.
Monday. That's the only day I can play.
Guaranteed.
It's the second day. I'm like, I really want to, and it's a turbo. And I'm like,
I like the little
Turbo Monday, day 2 Monday.
yeah,
Raise my hand.
that's
Happens at the main event starts.
I have an
Around the 1,000 million guarantee. Yeah, it might be 1,500.
1500.
That one.
And the aggression paying off for Sweater guy.
What are the day ones for the
Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Couldn't help yourself.
They moved it, the PLO?
Not this week.
Like, what would go
Yeah, come back Sunday.
food service comes back?
Pretty sure it'll be done.
Come back in.
They
No,
might
she
make
hasn't.
the final table Monday or something, but I don't think so. I think it's all done Sunday. Kyle, do you know, is the tournament done Sunday? The main event next week, is it? There is a day 3? I'll do a final table Final table streamed on Monday, day 3. Alright, there it is. Play down to a final table in 400. But you make it a final table, it's worth coming back for. Yeah.
El Tractor opening this one up with King 8-7-7, suited King.
Probably top 3 will be over 100K. Top 3 spot.
David just calling with double suited aces.
And this is the Hold'em?
Yeah, that's the Hold'em one. The PLO one will be good too, but
Oklahoma Larry getting in there with the draggers.
I can only play that one on the Monday, and I'm like, that's a turbo, going right into it, and I'm like,
that's my plan to play that one.
That's where I think, that's
Nut
the only day I
flush draw
can't
for
play.
David.
It's the
So,
best strategy.
Gut shot to Broadway to go along with it, and backdoor diamonds. Huge flop.
200,000 guarantee too, right?
Started 2 days old. Yeah,
Fires out, takes it down.
Yeah.
I got Sunday, Monday play. It'll go over Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll be able to. Tree Matt said he's going to try to come and play later or after
Okay.
if we play too, so
Sure, we're gonna play after.
he's always good for it. He said he couldn't make it here on the start, but actually I need to text him when I go there. Dang, man, at the end of registration, that horse tournament only has 3 people that are busted. They probably all re-entered. Couple $100 probably. I don't know. The horse tournament, so it's a 10K guarantee. So probably 3 something. 400 maybe.
We're getting overload, huh?
Hey David, what was the buy-in for that tournament, the horse tournament? 300?
Folds around to the blinds this time.
They got like just under 12K without Ray. Still made it. Yeah.
Everybody with middle shelfers going to the flop here. Rock Smasher catching the best of it with a jack.
You have kids?
Checks around.
What ages?
16, 11.
Now Rebuy Chris picking up a
My
club
brother's
draw.
a 16-year-old in the Woodlands. They might go to school together. I don't know.
Maybe my daughter goes to private school out there.
275.
My niece is 16 as well.
And it won't check around twice. He's going to take a stab, 275.
You see his
Larry with a quick call.
Good. 11-year-old?
For his age, it's incredible.
Gut shot to a wheel. Does not
We
get
didn't
there.
throw the ball like that when I was that young.
But the 2-pair does.
We didn't even throw the ball.
Yeah,
It
with
was like,
power
all right, hand
eye,
it off, hand it off, hand it off.
Power eye, baby.
Oh,
Well, that's a creative way to make 2-pair.
49 is good.
my flush was good too.
They both got me on the river. I mean, obviously didn't have an ace.
So gross.
Larry known for being a creative player, for sure. Creative headwear as well.
He's like throwing before they cut and stuff, man. Like back shoulder. It's just wild, man. It's pretty impressive.
11-year-old. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Moves his feet really well too.
A friend of mine that I went to high school with is like one of the top trainers, football trainers, like in Houston and even anywhere. It's called the Footwork King.
So the Maverick teams out there.
I didn't know if you did it or not. I was saying I went to high school with him. Rashad, yeah.
That's a good guy. Rashad knows Matt. Rashad loves Matt.
I've known Rashad for a long time.
His buddy,
20-some years.
JP, coaches quarterbacks and that's Matt.
That's cool.
Yeah, they do good out there.
Trains a lot of pros.
Yeah.
Really cool business he made or got into, man. He makes money doing what he loves.
That's fun.
They're good.
You know,
They do good.
he's good at it. You're good at it if you're passionate about it, you know, like he's passionate about it, so he's gonna be good at it.
4 players going to the flop here. All hearts on board. Oklahoma Larry with the dry guy. Chris flopping the nut low flush. Checks around. And the board pairs.
David and L Tractor both have a 9.
We got a seat open. Come on.
El Tractor betting out 400. David has the best kicker.
No.
But he gets out of the way.
Oh,
Water
my
seat.
flush good.
Yep.
I fold.
Top set, bottom set, middle set.
2, 3. 2, 3. I don't think it's any good.
Our cards are not had. Huh?
El Tractor hasn't had to turn over many hands today.
Do I look like Steven Seagal with my head off? That's what I was going for.
Another hat won't hang in my eyes like this one does.
Huh?
Some other hat won't hang in my eyes like this one does.
My plan is to act French all week, so I don't, because they don't like Americans, I heard. We're working on my accent.
Drink a lot of wine and smoke a lot of cigarettes.
No, I can't. I can't smoke cigarettes either. Just never. I've never smoked one. Never appealed.
It's never too late to start, you know?
True story. I know a guy now that smoked him his whole life, and he has one eye now. He got
I done thought he
stage
folded.
4 cancer behind his eye, and they had to remove it. So, see, I should have just. I was really good at this growing up too.
Folds around to the button. Rock Smasher opening with Ace King 10 Deuce. Rainbow.
I'm not the best swimmer.
The blinds will
Tread
defend. Both of them with pretty good rundowns. Two hearts on board. Rock Smasher with the dry guy.
Chris, you haven't lived up to your name today.
I have not.
Water has helped with that.
Yes, he did. And I am trying to get a little better. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do with this hand.
El
We
Tractor
know.
taking a
That
stab
is back
here.
though.
300?
Yeah, he doesn't need to wear a hat to know that.
Glad he's back. I'm glad you won that hand.
I got no hearts. No nothing.
Hoop again.
Again, that image paying off for El
Oh my
Tractor.
goodness.
It don't make like a farting noise or something, does it?
Please don't.
It does something. He's looking for the button.
Please don't.
Hopefully you don't find it.
Oh, a new hat for Larry Legend.
Oh boy.
This is
Mr.
the last
Hanky.
time, guys. I promise.
Remember, you invited him back.
I know.
Okay, that's a winner.
Called me shithead.
That's probably not the only
Shit.
person.
Yeah, it's not the only.
Probably not the only person, but yeah.
That's a wide range there.
She's one of the few that gets away with it.
Caca head.
I can win one stream, right? I mean,
Larry?
should be-
Larry wins
no, I
every
should be able to
I'm
win
pretty
more.
sure it's good luck if somebody defecates on your
Larry's
head.
on like a 24-game win
Maybe
streak
that's just a bird.
Some places you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
on the
Maybe
stream,
red.
and after the stream together, you're like on a 24-game win streak. The only time he lost is because he quit early.
Not winning tonight.
Sweater guy with
Not over yet.
double suited, very
I'm not
connected
putting
hand,
my eye on
opening it
anymore.
up to
Peter's just too
500
aggressive.
after a couple limpers.
Is that 500? Yes. Well, I'm gonna try that room, Peter.
Too aggressive.
Larry with a pretty similar hand, except for he's got a jack high flush draw instead of an ace high one.
And Jared's whatever.
Single
he's got.
suited.
I really hope Bruce.
Rock Smash with double suited tens gets in there as well. 3 ways to the flop.
Deuce Diamond, I'm out.
I was
Go.
waiting. I was waiting.
That took a while. Yours only came up 3
big
times.
flop for Rock Smasher.
Just got stuck with that.
Only one with diamonds working.
He went
Just
out
a gut
first
shot,
hand.
bottom pair of
I
mallards.
went out probably like 14th or 15th hand. It's been about.
It's been a while.
And
Well,
Larry
shit, we
with
ate
the
all seven
dry
already.
ace
Yeah.
of
Been a
diamonds.
minute.
Now we just
Not
need
much
dessert,
else going
that's
on
all.
here though. With it, he does have a gut
Oh,
shot.
dang. You showed on polar on my boys.
They got dessert last week.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If we all get dessert, yeah.
If we all get dessert, if not,
There's a
Checks to the
96%
Rock
chance of
Smasher.
getting dessert.
He's
I
going to
can
peel
pay
off
for my dessert
a
if I
free
have to.
one.
Yeah, it's only 24.
Picks up a second
How
flush
much?
draw and a second
24?
pair.
That's fine.
$9. I'm just messing around.
I'll take it right out of here.
Larry also has hearts, just notched. This time Rock Smasher betting pot.
So this week also they have like Phil Hellmuth is going to be playing all week
They can play it.
on the bigger Hold'em streams. This is the only PLO one, but they're doing Hold'em. I think like 100, 200 on some days, or I'm not sure the exact. Jay White coming in, the race car driver. He's always a lot of action.
Really? They coming here?
Yeah, he's playing this
Oh,
week.
interesting.
They're playing starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. And then I think 3 or 4 days in a row.
I'm off tomorrow. I might have
You play Hold'em?
No, not that big.
I don't
I
know.
ain't playing with them pros.
Jay White's
Jay White is not-
someone you want to play
It
with.
doesn't matter.
He's not a pro.
I like your chances. against-
Hellmuth, if he can take the talking, he's not bad to play with. He won't play PLO, that's why he's not here today.
What an endorsement.
Played with him one time around the beach, and he got up and went to the bathroom every PLO round.
Really?
Yeah.
That week?
Normally they
He might
like.
have played like, we played for like 5 hours, he might have played like 3 PLO hands.
Normally they like the PLO.
He don't, he likes Hold'em only. I was kind of, I feel so unsatisfied. But then Super Mike busted him and Hold'em, so it was all right.
That's gonna come up on my TikTok now, I'm sure.
Larry
He
finds
started
the
talking
call
to Super Mike
here.
after like, oh, I can't let you put, and Super Mike's like, you don't know who I am?
Okay.
Rock Smasher with only about 3K behind. Makes the diamond flush.
He's going to bluff at it.
Yeah, Larry with the dry guy and a quick call from Rock Smasher. Just doesn't have enough to fold, and he has the flush.
And I did have that flush draw. Had you beat.
Oh. Get the dry guy flush draw and the real flush draw. Wrong one came in.
You went all in. You said all in.
Well, send it.
You said all, I said call.
Well, I think I got it.
They all have red. There's red, and I had all black.
Yep, I had the real flush draw and the dry.
That would have been the ultimate sickest if you turned over a diamond right there.
A valiant effort from
Oh, wow.
Larry, but
Yeah.
Rock Smasher not in a folding mood.
Not with only 2K left and over 4,000 in the pot. Just has to make a crying call there and win a $10,000 pot. Rock Smasher now up 57.25 after that hand, and Larry now down 83.25. It's a roller coaster for Oklahoma Larry. He's been up at the top of the leaderboard. He's been down at the bottom of the leaderboard. Still 2 hours left to play. We're about halfway through the stream right now.
Can't hit your
Oh,
wrong
no,
fold.
I don't care.
I think they're-
Did you need service?
All two, and I've got it beat.
Correct. I'm not folding. Any red card I call.
I have to agree with
much I
that
can do.
statement.
It's a pretty good turn card for my
I
hand.
thought you were telling me to look at the girl.
Two pair of tens.
I thought you were telling me to look at the girl that was walking.
I really haven't seen
I had to look while I was looking back that way.
I'm just not folding after I.
Nope.
That's why we call you Can't Fold Jared.
Yeah, right.
Well, I did once, that's why I think you called no matter what.
I want
And
to
he
see.
didn't have
I
enough.
want to see one of you guys fold 2,900 after leading 1,600 and getting called.
I snap called Larry for 3,000 earlier. Right? You know I'm calling.
Rock Smasher with a 9-high rundown this time. Barely finished stacking his chips.
Yeah, say anything.
Okay. Stupid.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Stupid.
Just joking, I'm joking.
It is one chip. You'd think I know how to play this
Yeah,
game.
Rebuy Chris wanting to raise it up
He
there.
did, yeah.
I tried.
He tried
I
first.
tried.
Didn't say anything for one chip in. That's
I
the rule.
tried.
Now we're going 7 ways. Rockets will
Hopefully
could
it's
have
a
raised
blessing
with
in
his hand.
disguise.
Ace, queen, queen, 7
Oh,
with
yeah.
ace, queen of diamonds. But now it is Larry with trip 5s taking the lead after getting to see a cheap flop.
It was a blessing in disguise.
El Tractor with the nut flush draw in position. Doesn't even want to gamble here with the board paired. And Larry's just going to take this small pot down.
Bomb pot?
Whoa, no way.
What did he show? He had the
Oh,
pot.
And our second dealer change. Robert going out, Patrick coming back in. So we'll take another look at the Summer Poker Open information. You got a ton of tournaments going on through August 20th. Scan that QR code to get all of the information, including a 1 million guaranteed main event, $1,500 buy-in, 1 million guaranteed.
Yeah, and
Be
definitely.
streaming the final table on that
I wouldn't
tournament
have
next
given it
week.
much. I could have just talked it out.
Yeah.
It's just. I just like
I
to
would
play at
imagine
least
you guys are going to have a
certain amount of
massive
hands. We'll get
turnout
one, you know,
for that main event.
at least
Yeah,
bump
we
us some more hands.
typically do pretty well here with our tournament series. Champions definitely known for,
And we got my dealer
It's
back
tournaments.
in the box. Let's go.
and turnouts have been great so far. As you said, we had almost 1,000 players for our multi-flight this week, 996 players.
Said something about me?
Got a big PLO tournament coming up, and the main event coming up, and a ton
You
of
see
other
service
tournaments
first, no?
in between. Lots of mixed games,
Yeah. I would-
some one-day hold'em tournaments. Tomorrow we have a $250 one-day with 10K
No, 1
guarantee.
and 3 in the cash game. I cashed in one today.
Oh, yeah?
That will be at
What event?
The old man's game, 7 cards.
noon tomorrow. We also have a one-day PLO tomorrow, 300 buy-in, 10K guarantee on that as well at
It
5
was
p.m.
like high low or 8 or better.
If you like the 4-card game that you're
It
watching
wasn't
right
a-
now, we got a nice tournament for that tomorrow at 5
double
p.m.
draw game, whatever. They play
No.
like just all
I
seven
played it
cards.
'cause I couldn't get into couldn't get a seat in the Omaha game, Pot Limit Omaha game, so I just let me fool around or whatever, and next thing you know,
How many entrants?
about 500, maybe 40,
Sick.
something like that.
1,500 or?
Yeah, 1,500, so it was, wasn't a giant prize, but it was fun. It was
No.
super fun.
Just always fun beating everybody.
Yeah. Let's go.
Unraised pot, 4 ways. Equity's pretty close. That's going to change things, though. Top set for JP.
I enjoy playing high-low as well.
Yeah, like
My favorite game.
fun.
But PLO
Bottom 2 for Oklahoma Larry. He's going to bet out 300.
It is fun.
I wish it
Larry
played more 7 card
is
stud. I
definitely
play a
trying
mixed
to
game
get his
here,
money
like
in the middle. We've
50
seen
different
that
mixed games.
Oh, really?
throughout
Like
the
a bunch
course of the
different
night,
variations. They got a
especially
black
now that
ball,
he's
A
short.
bunch of different variations of stud.
Yeah,
and
he's looking to triple or quadruple that stack or just go to the felt
We're
and
about to start
rebuy.
a big bet game. So only big bet games like PLO, 5-card, high-low, double board. Pretty much whoever goes will pick out of like 8 games or 9 games and throw the mix.
Yeah, having like 20.
This would be a disaster
Too
if
bad.
he does get it in here.
You want to get a little
Yeah,
shot,
this
like
is
if
the
you-
nightmare.
you know,
Top
let's
set
see
versus
what-
bottom 2 pair.
Just dead to runners.
Yeah. But the 8 games we're putting on there, I like all of them pretty
How many
much. It'll
events
be,
do
it'll
they
be a
have
good
this year?
mix.
Like over 100?
What?
How many events do they have total? Over 100?
Yeah,
Something like
80s. Well, with the online ones, I'm sure.
Yeah, with them.
But just the live ones, I think.
Folds it right onto the check raise. Nets JP an extra 600.
You didn't move it, dude.
You'll know tomorrow for sure.
Well, that's why it's stupid to lie. I mean, I know.
He's not going to lie to you. There's no reason. He had a set. He's 100% about it. He could, but if he
I like
says
to lie
had a
about it and
set,
see if y'all went back and did your homework.
I promise you, he's not.
I know Larry has. Larry's watched every stream, even the ones he didn't play.
Larry definitely doesn't.
Good call.
Get that phone call afterwards.
What did you say about me?
I've known this man a long time. You don't lie. So I've known this man a long time. You don't lie.
That noise you hear in the background is a horse tournament going on.
You like the series on the strip now?
Tables just behind the
Yeah.
streaming stage.
It's only fitting. There's a horse tournament right in the background while we've got
A buddy
the
of mine
poker
stayed at the
stallions
Rio
up here
this year.
at the streaming table.
They remodeled it. It's still trashy as fuck, but they didn't remodel the rooms. At least in one tower.
What are they doing with that?
You ever ride a horse, Stan?
And they were gonna.
It's been a long time, but I rode a horse a few times when I was a kid growing up in Montana.
Is that right?
Yeah.
A wild stallion or a
No, it was
domesticated
It was
horse?
a domesticated horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
We stay away from the wild ones.
Pretty cool. They gotta get a basketball team next.
Top set for
Football
Oklahoma
team,
Larry.
baseball team.
They need a basketball team.
They need one. They need it. They
Won't
Won't
definitely
be
need
much
that.
action on this one.
Can't go down to Oklahoma.
Sweater guy does have a gut shot to a wheel.
It's probably the worst city. They should just take the Clippers.
A lot of money.
Like LA
It's
doesn't
got a
even
bit
like
of a
them.
progressive
Yeah.
Mr.
And I
Rogers
think they might-
vibe to him.
Oh no,
Yeah.
never mind.
Sweater guy.
Seattle is definitely getting a team back.
Hipster.
Well, they said if they had
Perhaps
another
is the
team,
right
they gotta
word.
add 2 or 4. You know, obviously they got to be one.
Right. So I think that's that too. There's what 30 teams right now. in the
Damn
NBA?
it.
So
Like
they
a
have to have
32,
two.
yeah.
It'd be better if they
There's a
just
lot
took
much.
one from somewhere, honestly.
Yeah, they don't need.
They need less.
Tried to
teams.
set the
More.
trap and check the flop, but
I don't know. There's a lot of talent in the NBA.
sweater guy not
Yeah.
biting.
There's a lot of talent in the developmental league that. I mean, there's enough to form 2 more teams.
That shit black. Oh, yeah.
Problem is, there's so many
Weird
players
looking,
now.
right?
You know, used to
Kinda
know
gray.
a lot of them. Now I don't know. It's like 30 times what it's like. 15 on roster as far as
450
players.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
You go a lot.
I got season tickets.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, on the floor, so nobody sits in front of me. It's fun.
There you go.
It's really fun.
He said he used to go in college, right? He said all the time.
Yeah, well, I was way up. David couldn't even see me where I sat, you know.
You bring your binoculars to see him.
Yeah. Will says he's in here.
He's up there doing his homework. The only guy in the section.
Yeah. It's true.
I live back in Louisiana.
El Tractor, double suited, all Broadway cards. Opens to 400.
He was the owner. He was often sick, so they
Sweater guy has his spades covered though.
like, hey, you want these two
Makes the call.
floor seats, center court, 3 feet on the floor, nobody's going to shoot $500. So like, I'm gonna take my
Coach Hero, let me get a cheesecake.
David in there with rough kings.
At least. I don't know. The Pelicans, though, they suck for a long
I like it rough.
And a box.
You know, these kings,
Yeah.
my kind of hand as well. The little dangler
Everything's
types
pricey now.
and the rough cowboys.
They were the first
What you got?
Well, Larry's got the little dangler types covered.
Yeah.
Day one.
The equity's
They
running
were
pretty
really
close though.
banking
El
on
Tractor's
Zion
hand is
being
too good.
a phenom.
Throw it in the muck.
Yeah.
You got the Zion tax and he hadn't panned out yet.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's a decent flop for El Tractor. Top 2, nut
Yeah,
flush
he's probably the
draw.
most exciting, like,
You can't hit it any harder and be in better shape against 3 other hands.
to watch ever. And if you could ever say
Definitely-
anything in the NBA,
This is just absolutely smashing the board.
Yeah, almost 80% against the field.
Can you imagine how big he is every time you go to explode? Like it's got to be a
That's
lot of wear and tear
1,000
on the
into
body.
17.
Landing with
I
that
don't
much
think
weight?
that's covered him. Just being honest.
Yeah, no way.
And nobody can have anything there. He's got the
Imagine trying to get in front of him.
ace and king of clubs.
No shot.
I know 2 people couldn't stop him. Maybe
What's his
like,
name? Zion.
Like
Yeah.
3 of my
Pelicans?
friends together.
Like, could you imagine if he played like tight end or something? Like,
Oh,
he'd be running over linebackers.
Well, that's what they said about LeBron. LeBron would have been an unbelievable
Oh
talent.
yeah.
he would too.
He could have played wide receiver too. Going against corners, against like a 200-pound corner, you're like 6'8", 270.
Healthy.
But yeah, Zion's freak.
They might actually be pretty good this year. They just need a center. I don't know where they're going to get one, but
They got rid of. I mean, they got rid of. He was
Valanciunas
he
was
was pretty
good.
steady.
He was steady.
They said he didn't play good defense. I don't know. I didn't really know. I mean, the
This is
coach,
the NBA. Who plays good defense?
yeah, the coach. I don't think the coach liked him.
I had season tickets for the
Rockets
Rockets for a long
Will.
time. That's why they call me Rockets Will. It's the first year I didn't
King,
have them.
Queen, Jack,
I
Jack.
thought about adding them again this year.
Raising
but
it up.
Been traveling a lot. And they're not that good, so they don't resell. Like when they were good
Yeah, you
at
can
Harden,
resell 'em,
I could
yeah.
resell everything, so I don't have to worry about going to the games.
Yeah, but you could split the season. with
Rock
somebody,
Smasher in there with a
Yeah.
7-high rundown, and now
That's what-
Rebuy
that's what I'm
Chris
gonna do.
looking down at aces, single
Are you
suited.
thinking about re-raising?
If they had hockey, I would snap by it.
Just
Oh,
calls,
really?
though.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love to watch hockey.
The thing is about hockey, or like sports in general, you sell more tickets to like away teams, away fans. There'd be a lot of hockey fans, you know,
Let's go.
that would come to games.
Checks all the way around.
No, thank you.
Rock Smasher with bottom 2 and an open ender, but
I don't know how you do like season tickets for baseball. Like, it's
very
just
wet
so many
board and bigger straights
Big
possible.
card,
That's 80.
Will's going to bet and take it
I mean,
with
I
the 2
love-
jacks
I
in
love
his hand,
baseball,
blocking
80.
Too many.
the nut
I mean,
straight.
I thought the basketball was too much, and I had those. I was like I go, this is my life, you know?
You can't have a day job and have season tickets in baseball.
No.
You gotta be
I
retired.
think you give them away, you know, like
yeah.
you own a business.
Yeah.
Or you live, yeah.
You know, you walk or bike or whatever,
Go to the really good games and give the rest away.
or sell the rest.
That too, yeah.
There's a hassle factor involved.
What,
Says up? Wow. Bad day for crypto. I don't know.
so I have, I don't know, a lot of stuff, whatever, but I had this one
Woke up this
company
morning, I
that
don't know why I
I
looked.
represent.
Something. I was like,
As a
almost
lawyer,
threw up.
and,
Then I was like, how much cash can I get to buy more?
And all my stuff, like I.
I'm a sicko. That's when you know you're a
I'm
sicko.
not really a stock junkie or whatever, but it's the only.
Ethereum
one
was down to like
20.
2,500 this morning, or 2,600. It's gone up since.
I haven't looked at the
Early this morning, it was down to like 24 or something.
Do you know about this, Dan? Crypto just tanking.
I have not been paying attention to crypto. At one point, I had some cryptos.
They get companies, you know.
Then during the pandemic, I decided to gamble it on shit coins and lost
Lost it all, huh?
it all, basically. I turned it all into pennies.
Isn't that why they call it shit coins?
Yeah.
Put them in and.
Well, you know, you're just going to go to the moon or you're going to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
The moon was not for me.
We caught enough last week.
2
That's
double
why I did
suited
what you said.
hands, 1 rainbow board.
I know, I don't either, but fuck.
L Tractor with a gut shot to Broadway. Oklahoma Larry with the only pair.
Why Jared hit that 10 high flush.
Yeah, it really, because there's just so much volume of activity.
Tractor firing, though.
Right.
A lot of turn cards are going to help Larry's hand, but he has to decide if he wants to gamble here for his whole stack.
People are really making money in stock market. Brokers,
Definitely getting 10 kings in.
stock brokers. They do great.
You put all our stakes on one tab.
Thank you.
You hear me?
Gets out of
Put
the
all our
way.
stakes on one tab.
Another example of L Tractor's image working for him there.
Specific one.
2 Broadway cards on board, and he just goes ahead and
I can't
fires,
think
even
of
though he only has a
one
gut shot.
specific Stock that I want to come to massive.
Going to get a lot of folds.
Oh, because you have LT against it.
Might not be a real company.
It'll be an offstream conversation that we have.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's pretty funny. Kind of funny. If you like
I got to tell the Billy story again the other
making
day.
a prayer,
It's awesome.
you'll enjoy the
Conversation, story. Funny, craziest thing I've ever seen, been a part of.
definitely offstream though.
Put it in.
Rockets will. Double suited kings, begging Larry to raise it up. Larry just calling with ace-7-6 tray. He's got diamonds working for him. Has one of Will's suits covered. Rock Smasher with a
Yeah,
weird hand.
we know the game is better if one of us
Also
busts
has
you, so
diamonds.
we're all gonna try to bust you.
Four ways to the flop. L Tractor with 3 Broadway cards and a suited ace. Ace finds the flop. Top 2 for Oklahoma Larry.
Right.
Nut flush draw for Rockets Will.
Yeah.
Now we're a little more open up.
Whatever you want.
You know, like
Once, small pot.
Rockets Will bets 4, and Larry shoves it
I
in.
think the money's in. Yeah.
Rockets making the call,
Yeah, top
saying
set,
you
what
want
do
to
you
run it twice or once.
Pair of 7. Maybe not like bomb pot, though.
Yeah, once.
The people that don't play a lot of hands, whatever, they get them involved.
One time announced.
Had to show you.
7 versus 7.
that's a good 7.
Ooh, straight comes in.
Straight for Larry.
Plus, he's got a flush draw.
I don't have flush draw.
No flush draw.
I had one though. God.
Wow, that's a pretty big flop.
Larry Legend doubling up through Rockets Will.
Best turn.
I believe you had top set.
Good hand. I didn't have top set. I had
Okay, Larry. In the game for 10K, I believe. So still has some work to do to get even.
Confirmation coming up. Yep. Down about 7. David up about 7, 72.50 to be exact, and Rock Smasher up exactly 5K. Lots of green numbers on there because the guys that are in red are down multiple thousands. About an hour and 40 minutes left to do the work.
Everybody bought in at 5K to start the game, so still no one down 2 buy-ins, right? I mean, it's
Yeah,
relatively
it's been pretty
Has to
tame
be a 3
tonight.
bloodless. Yeah.
Very,
What the fuck?
Oh.
very atypical PLO stream for
didn't
us
mean
here.
to.
Usually it gets
Hit my
pretty
finger.
wild.
You knew you
Oh, I didn't look. I haven't looked at any of them yet. I kind of want to take the 100 off because I don't like playing hands that I wouldn't have my natural hand.
What is it? Deuce of spades? Thank you.
Deuce of clubs exposed as well. In his hand.
Deuce of clubs as well.
Yeah, he turned it over.
Okay.
What kind of teas do you have?
Green.
100 more pounds, 300 total. Bring me a green tea with honey and lemon, please.
Thank you.
David opening this one with a 7 high rundown.
Deuce! Diamond!
Sweater
Only
guy
one
with a suited ace. Looking for hearts.
Close.
Picking up Broadway.
Dealer has 30.
Good flop.
His Rockets Will.
7.
Oh, and David
Fucking around.
bluffing at the Broadway board is going to run into it here.
Well,
Rockets Will just calling.
suppose when you have absolutely nothing on this sort of texture, it's worth a shot, but you got to be willing to shut it down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Goes check, check. Now the board pairs. And Will firing. It's like a Bizarro world.
I'm not though. I just feel like you can call. I almost have to call you. I almost have to call you.
And you turn it. Wow, good fold. Very good fold.
Thank you.
Flop it straight? What are you
Yeah,
folding?
my hand was 8-9 jack.
You turn something, you check back.
Oh, man, you would have won.
We had about the same hand.
I'm glad I didn't call you after all.
I flopped ace high straight. I flopped ace high straight. Larry. David.
Well, son, what did it?
From
Almost
Michael
folded 'cause
in
I
the
had a
chat,
deuce.
I'm not sure what this means. When Sweater Guy sipped the topo, my member jiggled a little bit.
So Chris was watching the stream last week and saw us eat steak and cheesecake.
I was
He's
looking at
like,
that
I'm
too.
going next
I
week.
do see a Topo
man.
Chico behind Sweater Guy, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
why that
watched
would
And I
make
gave
cards
him a gamble
all.
for it. One of them
Yeah.
gets
his
it
member
free.
jiggle.
Yeah, and I watched the cards all night, and the Jack of Hearts was
I'm not
coming
gambling
up all
anymore for it
night.
because I'm almost guaranteed to pay next time. I won last time and this
Oh,
time.
you think he's
Third time
talking
is my turn.
about...
I'm gonna sit out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not kink shaming anyone, but
Right.
Topo's not my thing.
To each their own. I
say
mean,
a
it's a
lot of-
nice
I say a lot
bottle.
of random shit.
Yeah, I bluff Larry a lot.
You couple that with the sweater, I suppose.
Yeah, that's being facetious. I'm not bluffing a calling
it's a
station
beautiful
ever.
sweater.
There's something to it.
You know what?
I'm not trying to bluff you. You're almost impossible to bluff. You gotta figure out my sarcasm a little better. We don't try to bluff you. I ain't never seen you fold.
4 ways to the flop. Open ender
Except
for
that one time
JP.
when Chris
I'll tractor with
the evangelist bluffed you with the dry guy at 3 streets.
gut shot and top pair.
3 streets. Yeah. I remember that one.
He
Checks
bet on the
around.
flops to set it up to bluff you on the river.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Not much for anybody on this turn card. The JP taking a stab now with
He'll
the
never do it again.
open ender.
Entire stack.
What?
He's really good. He'll never bluff.
Takes it down.
He might not ever play again, but if he does, he'll try. He's not gonna stop.
It'll never work again.
Lucky him.
That's probably good information for him.
I already told him.
Hey, Chris, by the way, you will never get bluffed.
Yeah.
No, you can never bluff him. He will call all value bets.
With that guy, next, if we ever I'd play with again, I'll call a frog out of the well.
Wait, Bruce, you're playing for $3,600?
That was funny.
It was funny.
No.
I haven't either. That was good.
Will was too busy running his mouth. He didn't hear us.
I heard you. Something about a frog out of a well.
I really never heard that.
I haven't either. It was a good one.
I think these guys are trying to rip off each other's seats.
I saw that.
That's crazy. Like, what is that about?
You're trying to rip their
Is this
faces
like,
off? I was really good at this. Like this.
Single suited kings for the Rock Smasher opens to 400.
I think they're watching the Olympics,
And where do you go
judging
try out
by
for, like,
They must be.
US
the
Olympic
descriptions. It's not
water
fencing.
polo team? They hold open tryouts somewhere? I feel like this in handball.
You've been watching the Olympics at all, Dan?
Not much. I watch a little bit of the highlights, but yeah.
They go a little too woke for you.
I can swim.
No,
But I
not,
can tread
not
water
necessarily that. I just
like no other.
not much of a sports guy.
Yeah. I've been reading that a lot. You know, it's been a polarizing Olympics.
Oh,
I
yeah.
personally have not.
I think
it's been fine.
I'm done.
I'm a heavy metal guy, so I watch the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Gojira on there, but
Yeah, every time I've been on a cruise, I've done my best not to go over.
Yeah, no, trust me, I try.
I like watching handball.
yeah.
It's actually great. Psychotic sport.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. It's seems pretty fast paced.
I hope those goalies wear cups. You know, you could really take one
Good question. I mean, Americans
to the
gotta go
member,
there, but I
as
would-
our chat would say.
I would
That
think
would
like the
definitely
And
jiggle your member.
you'd be done.
Little like
Yeah.
spinning twirling people. I heard the Dutch were pretty good too.
Double Dutch.
Yeah. So when I'm going my tickets, I'm like floor side essentially. I'm with like Hall of Famers, like ex guys, b-boys that were like
Fencing, though.
10, 20 years ago.
I mean,
so
I
I'm
do
gonna-
enjoy
we got-
watching that.
you do like it? I was going to say, we got to get rid
Oh
of
yeah,
this.
yeah. I was,
I don't. Yeah.
The little plastic swords with the space suit costumes. No one's, getting They should use real swords. This is the Olympics,
Right.
I mean,
It's supposed to be training
if you
for
want
war.
fencing to be great again, you've got to use real swords.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at one point I think Olympics were training for war, and now we have
crazy
break
about it, man. It looks like
dancing
a
and
break
ribbon
turn, looks like
dancing
a
and
pretty hand, but you could do
floor
like
exercises.
2
So
rounds on it,
I don't know. Probably
Now,
should just
I
remove anything.
respect the
Yellow.
Simone, Team US. I was into that. My wife was
Oh, it's amazing to watch.
into the, was a gymnast. The acrobats that really are so
You done
good.
eating now? You ready to start playing some poker
Yeah,
again?
I mean,
Maybe. I got
the
smart,
athleticism
though,
is
in a little bit.
amazing, but
What is ribbon
all, man.
dancing? I heard you mention that. What is that?
I don't think it exists
Is it
anymore.
like
But
line dancing,
yeah.
or country
I
stuff?
think you just spin a ribbon around in
You spin a
circles.
ribbon.
Good hands.
I don't think it exists anymore.
That might be worse than fencing.
I think
Good
it
thing
is.
is I haven't packed yet, but I only pack a backpack and a duffel bag, so I'm not checking a bag going over
We
there.
got a pretty decent chance.
Oh, you waiting on
One
me?
of our regulars that sometimes plays on this stream is actually a judge for the breakdancing competition in the Olympics.
Okay. You know what? I played with him in the PGT Texas Open. Yeah.
B-boy
cool
Moy.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You make it 300 or 400?
I found myself getting into it at times, the Olympics.
So the handball.
Yeah, it's fun.
In the
It's fun. I like water polo. That's
water
intense.
polo, yeah.
Feels wrong with you, Peter, putting weird amounts out there.
Still don't really care for the soccer, but, you know, when our teams make a run,
Sure.
I'll watch them not
Just
score
have chocolate
goals.
cake and cheesecake.
Yeah, the rugby was exciting.
Rugby's intense.
That's it. I thought I saw
The swimming is some pretty cool
Got
stuff.
1,000 if you want it.
Yeah.
They got it down there.
We had a dominating swimmer, right?
Ledecky.
Yeah.
Ice cream?
Yeah. She looked
cheesecake,
like
chocolate cake.
breaks the record, and it's her own record. You look at the records, and it's her name like 17 times in a row.
Now we've got the track and field going.
Yeah.
This guy looking to win, I believe I don't know what they call it, the third trifecta. I'll call it the trifecta.
Been a long time.
Triple
5 or 6
crown.
years now.
Sure. Real fast, this guy. Very fast.
2017 is when I came over. 2017. Yeah, longer than
Noah,
that.
first name. Already forgot the last name.
Here's 1985.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get a Peter Fry flop.
It felt like I lived a lot longer in Miami than I did. And here, Houston, the years kind of just gone by.
We had COVID
you know?
years.
Yeah.
We had all the COVID
Poker
years.
years, yeah.
COVID years were, it seemed like forever.
No, it's like the reverse of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I feel like it's flown in Houston, honestly.
You don't think they're going to add pickleball to the Olympics, do you?
Oh, I hope so. It's the only sport I can play.
It's like, feels like it was so long
I've
ago.
heard rumors that actually might be an Olympic sport. Flag football will be an Olympic sport in 2028.
If ping pong's a sport, then
Poker
pickleball
here
has
was
to be a
unreal.
sport, right? It's just
Started
bigger
COVID.
ping pong.
This is true.
No masks, no
That's
plastic,
another one. I'm glad you
no
the
nothing.
table
So, like,
tennis
everyone was
ping
leaving
pong. I
Florida,
call it ping
Vegas,
pong.
coming
Sure.
here. There
Unreal.
was, like, one
How
place
are they
had,
that
like,
good?
20-something
That-
PLO
right.
games going. Like half of them 5-5, 10-20, and half of them 1-3.
I do think the badminton
And
is a
everyone's
little
lucky,
soft. We could get,
Bigger
maybe
one.
replace
People were winning like
badminton
100K in the 5-5, 10-20
with
game.
pickleball.
Dang it.
It's tough.
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
think I
games
can get
were
behind
wild.
that.
Yeah.
Limp, I raise a call.
I didn't even know badminton was still a thing.
I didn't until I saw it and couldn't believe that was an Olympic sport.
It
Much
is
like
fun to say
fencing.
shuttlecock, though. I mean,
Shuttlecock.
Spread out.
What's that?
that's the
It's
thing
so
that they hit in
saturated now
badminton.
that they're-
I thought it was called a birdie. It's called a shuttlecock?
It's also called a birdie, but I think that's the term for it.
The official term
I think
is
so. Now I have to Google to make sure I'm right.
Shuttlecock?
Yeah. Just Googling shuttlecock, see what
I
comes
can't
up.
believe they allowed this to happen in the Olympics.
Down here we got
The shuttlecock, also called birdie or shuttle,
Wow.
is a high drag projectile used in the sport of badminton.
We all
Wow.
played there the other day, actually.
See, fun.
Harry killed me.
Now I kind of want to keep it.
Yeah, I'm not much of a sports fan, but I am a virtual cesspool of useless trivia. I know what the name of the item in badminton is.
I went to Simone.
Yeah.
I went to
Producer Joseph says yes. Novak Djokovic winning the Golden Slam. Incredible.
Suited ace with 3 Bravo.
That's when a player has won all 4 Grand Slam titles
It's a lot of
at the
slams.
Goldie Olympics. Yeah. Defeated Carlos Alvarez in the finals.
I went to Simone
Scheffler
Biles'
won the
house
gold
and
for Team USA for
whatever,
golf.
and they were
That was
Bender's
neat.
Landing, like the first year in the Olympics, her first year in the Olympics, when she won like everything. It was pretty cool. I got to hold all the medals and stuff.
We just bought a house 2 weeks ago.
It's like they can hear us. They're talking about the Olympics too. Well,
That's-
they were
yeah.
watching the
I
Olympics.
think
That's how they
prime
pick up
coverage is
the
on right now.
phone. Right.
Like down the street.
You know that senior center
For renting.
El Tractor double suited
right
opens.
down the street on the right next to
David
like
with kings on the button, 3 bets.
99.
Man, that's a great place.
And Larry
It'll
gets
be
in
100
there.
October.
10-9-6-5. 3 clubs in his
3
hand.
months away from 100.
Unfortunately for him, El Tractor has the 2 important clubs in his hand.
Was it 675?
She was living in Arkansas by herself until she was like 96, and then my cousins, maybe a little. My cousins
3 ways
were
to the
like,
flop.
One of them, and they went up there and got her stuff and found that place right when it opened. So it's been around a couple of years probably. It's been there a few years. But I mean, it's easy. And they're all old people, but we went there for her 99th birthday last year. Celebrated with all the
That's cool.
And El Tractor smashing trips on the flop.
older people. That restaurant's really good right there. By,
We go, yeah.
what's it called? Capital or
Capitol Grill.
Checks around.
chicken fried steak? Their chicken fried steak is really good. No, Capital Girl is the one on Gosling and
Picks up a straight flush draw to go along with it.
Citizens Girl. That's what it's called. Capital Girl is good too.
Same owner as the one T3, the Thirsty Texas.
Oh, really?
On Weta and one other restaurant.
This time he's going to take a stab. 15.
One of the sports bars. I can't remember.
That's 3/4 pot.
Something like that.
The one over there, kind of by you, by Legends Run or whatever. I used to live right there at Legends Run. I think it was called Legends Stone.
Both my
And
kids.
Larry now open-ended.
All the way through Woodland schools.
Pair of sixes.
Did a good job.
Cost him most of his
They have a
chips
way
to get in
different
there.
perspective when they get out to the real world. Good learning curve.
I used to live close to you. That's what the guy who told me that was another one time. Peter lives right down the street. I lived at like Gosling, essentially Gosling and Shadowbound.
Okay. I used to live off Gosling.
And Larry gets out of the way.
If you lived there when I lived there.
God.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like 10 years ago.
I think I made a straight flush.
It's our last house.
I think I made a straight
17
flush.
years, I think.
Okay.
I'm being serious. I think I made a
You been
straight
a straight flush?
I think so.
Bullshit.
I'm being dead serious.
That's why you said I think.
I think I did.
I think so.
I had an 8-5 in my hand. I think I had 8-5 diamonds.
Now, I must read this.
We can find out
David
later.
Gregory in the chat, very upset.
I'm
Boring
almost
announcers. Not talking about the play. What are the opponents? Just a bunch of chatty Cathys? LOL. Play it like you care about the money.
I've flopped a lot of
David.
flush
That
draws
is-
today. No
I really think I had 8-5
Very
diamonds.
nice
I had no
comment.
flush draw against
About all.
Barry when-
Michael Villarreal says, Chatty Catties announced.
Yes, the chatty caddies are announced.
Out of position.
Cauliflower steak or something?
Got me to
David
fold
Gregory,
that one. I thought he was
clearly a big fan of fencing.
Ace, queen, 3 with 3 diamonds, not diamonds. I didn't want to put 675 and get whomped out of position.
I would have if you did.
I know. If I figured if I put money in, it's coming. Trust me. I was
Fencing
like,
and
this is
strike don't belong in the same sentence, says Michael.
No, you got to use real swords. I'm telling you, I can
I don't know
save
what I
that
would've done
sport.
if it was called.
Just need a meeting with the director of fencing.
Speaking of that, and speaking of, we were talking about YouTube earlier.
Yeah.
I saw something pull up on my feed that was actual sword fighting in full plate armor, and they were using real swords.
That's
and
what I'm talking about.
battering the crap out of each
That's
other.
what I'm
and
talking about. Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Seems like a recipe for disaster, but it was fun.
It still hadn't come.
We may
I've
have a
been
clash
watching
here.
that.
We got a nut flush draw, a second nut flush draw
Yeah.
with 2 pair.
Speaking of recipe for
They just
disaster,
left at least
And
once.
Rock Smasher flops a straight with the straight flush draw.
We got to see for you.
We know he's not catching the straight flush. Al Tractor has the
You've
4
already-
clubs.
You played before, so you have to pay for it. You want to get some chips from the cage and come back? Yeah. Tell them Baca's playing. He's played before.
Sounds like we're going to be adding a new player to the lineup here.
Larry, you want to go back over? Let him go in there. We got another player coming in, yeah. You going to the 8 seat? Or 7? Okay, I didn't know.
7 of my 6, sir.
He's
And
played on my stream before, yeah.
the 3 players that you would think are going to the turn are all going to the turn.
Baca. VACA.
Rock Smasher still in the lead with the made straight. El Tractor with a gut shot to a bigger straight.
His name on the stream is Baca Flaca Flame.
And JP looking for another club. The deuce 6 will hold.
The guy is action.
What player to be?
I had a straight flush draw.
Got there.
I can't beat that.
You're a straight flush for you.
Second nuts with the straight flush draw. I'll take it.
Mine double smooth rat.
I did too. Flop a set of 4s, I think.
I'm definitely missing flops. I was ready for your scores too. What's his screen name?
Baca Flaca Flame.
I'm glad it didn't because, well, I probably would have got that out, but all red
plays here regularly, or?
Yeah, he plays not regularly, but every once in a while. He's played on the stream a couple times.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice dude.
Tell him to Google it.
Dude, I don't know how you are able to wear a short sleeve shirt and shorts back here. I mean, I don't know how.
F-L-O-K-A.
Freezing my ass
Huh? Yeah. Cauliflower steak.
V-A-C-A, yes.
Vegetarian option.
I believe so. If that's how you spell block. And then
I think it's F-L-O-C-K.
I think, Will says he thinks it's F-L-O-C-K. F-L-O-C-K-A?
You can ask him when we get to it. Would you fold any hand to me right now? Would you fold any hand?
No, you raise it.
I know.
Rockets Will opening the 200 with ace 10, 9-5, 3 hearts in his hand. Getting action from 4 players going 5 ways to the flop.
Supposed to watch where the
I'm liking
fucking
Larry's
buttons
hand.
at.
7-7-4 tray. Flopping bottom set. I'm a big 7-4 fan, as anybody who watches our normal stream knows.
That's your hand, and we will have violence. Larry has a set. David has a monster. Flush draw, straight draw.
And top pair.
That's Page's last hand. That's Page's last hand.
You choose one to put.
And it's going to be the 2 of them. Will it be 1 or 2 boards?
Like Queen 10-7 is the funnest Omaha board, but that's a pretty good one too.
Spades right out of the gate, but it's a full house for
Probably sealed the deal for somebody.
Not drawing
Larry
dead.
Legend.
Straight flush draw still for David.
That's true.
Wow, get open-ended with
Crazy.
flush draw. And a king. Yeah, it's open. Oh, no. 2 outs.
Straight flush.
Yeah, 4
or 9.
Spades, that's it.
No straight flush this time. Oklahoma Larry doubling up.
Well, you run good. It only cost you $13.50.
Yeah, damn, what a big ass flop, dude. For your Jesus Christ.
Good thing you have 3,000 because you can't fold that hand. 4,000, 5,000, anything on the flop. Can't fold this hand on the flop for anything.
No, none.
If the original idea of the Olympics was to train for war, they should have paintball in the Olympics. People shooting each other.
I could get down with that. Yeah.
Paintball's fun to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
I would rather have the ace come over.
You ever done any paintball?
I've done a little paintballing. I
Yeah.
was a paintball gunner at one point.
Nice.
I would have the ball medal.
Yeah, I did that
You had
a
aces
few
and
times
kings,
in my
open-ended,
younger
and flush
days.
draw. Y'all would have been,
That was before the damn government tried to take our guns away.
That's right.
awesome if it would have came the other way. You've been still a slight dog.
No, paintball is fun. They do have, is it skeet shooting in the Olympics?
There is a few different types of shooting. Yeah, I think skeet shooting's
See,
in there.
you know all about the Olympics. You were dodging me on this one. It turns out you
did
know
like
everything.
I did like the pistol shooting guy that's on all the memes now.
Yeah.
The one guy that didn't have any headgear.
It's
Got the
25.50
silver.
optional 100.
I watched
On the most part.
like I said, I watched the highlights.
Sometimes people forget, but if like you go take a phone call, we're not going to post 100 or whatever. We're going to post the 25 and 50 though.
Jacks for David getting in there and Larry getting in there with the Mallards, double suited.
We do have a new player.
Yeah, Vaca Flocka.
That is Vaca Flocka Flame.
He has played on our stream before. Champions Poker Live
Literally,
channel.
if y'all would have let me take back
Good
$25
to see him back.
Hold,
PLO
if it was
action.
my option at the 100, I would have taken back 25 and gave up.
Rock Smasher with single suited aces raised it to 500, getting calls from David and Larry, and here we go. 3 ways to the flop. David with top and bottom taking the lead. And leads out for 1,200. Tough spot for Rock Smasher. He's got a 7 in his hand.
Even tougher, he has 2 black aces, which means David could absolutely have just the nut flush draw. As we can see, he's got more than that. Top and bottom. You're also concerned about King X of diamonds. Plenty of diamond draws could be
Played with
available.
Jared before, so used to this death stare he gives.
Yeah. Oh, I should do this when I go like that.
Yeah, you should hide your face. He's staring hard.
You should hide your face.
Just turn it
Good
over.
fold from Rock Smasher, showing the aces.
I had it.
Flop top 2 with a 3-eye flush draw.
Hui, this brand that I've always worn forever.
I had such a shitty hand. I flopped top 2, 3-eye.
It was either that or the other, because I had the ace of diamonds. So I'm like, I'm not betting the flush draw.
Like you're in a great
It's the same brand. that I've
probably
worn
would have folded
forever.
1,200.
Like, it's kind of a Texas brand.
That's the worst.
And they got a little bit more popular size by a bunch of them.
You're like, oh, maybe I could turn a king and it's good. Obviously,
You're ahead.
I had 2 diamonds.
I had the ace of diamonds. So I'm like, it can't be a flush draw, set or 2 pair, I'm behind. I had ace, 10, 7. I had spades with 1 diamond in my hand. I made the right fold. I was behind.
It's a huge flop for my hand. King 9, deuce 3, 3 high diamonds. Flopped as hard as I could.
Yeah. Shit.
Still don't feel good about it.
Still don't know if I would put 1,200 in. I would have put it against Larry, but I don't know about.
There's a 400 from 670.
David limping in. Larry opening to 400 with a mystery hand. And our new player, Vaka Flocka Flame, getting in there with 2 10s and 3 clubs in his hand.
You did it.
I did it this time.
You're in position.
Yes,
I'm proud of you.
I am in position the first time. Should have repopped it because I'm in position.
Rebuy Chris looking for the baby cards as we go 6 ways to the flop.
Thank you. 6 players.
Of course.
Set of 9s for JP.
24.50 bet from 6.
David with the wrap and top pair. That's the pot.
It's got backdoor clubs working as well.
Last time I had it, exact same
All
hand.
kinds of good stuff.
Sort of texture where the money could ultimately just end up all in.
3.
And JP checked with the set. Both of these players have relatively deep stacks.
Damn, he snapped called.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. You got. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought,
that
too.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Pre-pot call. The money does go all in.
You gotta do it twice. Yes.
I heard call so.
I believe the biggest
I
pot
was
of the
like,
night.
shit.
This is 18,000 and change.
No, I know, but the way he said.
Yeah, no, we just.
I thought so too.
And they said, y'all said twice, correct?
Yeah.
2 times announced. And I believe you are right. This is the pot of the night so far.
Got a route.
Oh, and clubs now he's added.
Yeah, backdoor clubs.
Y'all are like coin
coming
toss.
through.
50, 1 card to come.
Yeah, it adds to his wrap as
Buries
it straight gets there.
This is it. They got a free one.
Yeah, they gotta wait for the cameras on. Wow, what a turn card.
All right, comes the second time.
Take double 4.
4, 5, 7, 8, 10. 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. 10.
I
Gets them
believe he's
both.
hit it twice.
Yeah.
Oh my
Straight
goodness.
comes through 2 times in a row.
Not. No, I wish I could.
Pot of the night, 18-4, going David's way.
7, like 8. I got right at 8.
He's got like 85.
I think you have them.
Yeah, double check.
Double check
it.
Patrick making sure the count is correct. But it looks like JP will be going to the felt.
And that, right now, he is our biggest winner. David, the king of Louisiana.
Thank you.
Believe he's only in for his original 5K,
I'm 25.
up nearly $15,000.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Too lucky.
Lucky shot.
Mine was not so
A
lucky.
hand.
That was really lucky trip.
65, you reload? Yeah, yeah.
What's that, dude?
And we called so fast. I didn't even hear you say pot. I thought I heard you say call, and you called. I'm like, God damn. He beat you in
Yeah,
there.
the next best thing. Wrap back going up for us. With an ace.
Yeah, he's probably hemming a little bit with sixes, like for a second, you know.
Sweater guy
I don't think he's snapping.
adding on 5K.
Or with ace 9.
As we get close to the last hour of the stream, I think we're going to see these pots get bigger and the stacks get bigger.
Yeah. I understand why John thought you had aces.
Yeah. Small chance he has aces, like.
Damn, I want to do
Dead
that
against
all.
aces, you're live against every other hand. Favorite against every other hand.
There was no scenario where I was going to win that hand. Even if I called it.
Turn card is not
Yeah, if
getting
you
away.
just
Ever
call
getting
the
away
turn
with
card. Yeah, I was going to.
Vaca raising it up to 300 with Queen Jack 10-10, 3 spades in his hand.
Actually, no, it would have came anyway. Though.
He had the best turn card you asked for.
I was going to say, you get that turn and then run
Well,
twice
that's
from the
because
turn.
I
I think he
asked
still
for it.
gets there.
You know what I mean? If I had asked for it, it would never come.
It does go straight in like 3 minutes.
Larry getting in there with a jack high rundown. Just missing the 9. 3 clubs in his hand. Vaca's 10s still in the lead. Rainbow board.
I'm trying to get you on cousin.
No, I mean, hands.
No change on the turn.
One hand too late.
Won one of my biggest hands with that last year, 10-10 Jack Queen. Good. Flop came 10-9. X 4. Guy has diamond.
Final dealer change of the night. Take a look again. Summer Poker Open. Use promo codes SPO 2024 to get a 119 room right here at Champions Club on championsclubtexas.com. If you're in Houston, come visit us, 6440 West Sam Houston Parkway South, Chinatown area. Tons of tournament action going on here.
11 on poker.
One day no limit hold'em event tomorrow at noon, $300
We're
buy-in.
going to play after though. Stay for a little bit.
Sorry, $250 buy-in tomorrow, $10K guaranteed on that one. We also have a one-day PLO tournament at 5 p.m., $300 buy-in, $10K guarantee on that.
Me too.
And we also have flip and goes going
I know.
all day long. Anytime we get 8 players,
Got a jacket, walked out.
200 buy-in.
Sweating. As soon as I get here, I'm like,
Fire off one hand of Crazy Pineapple. If you win the hand, you move on to day 2. You're already in the money for a no-limit hold'em tournament.
Tournaments are going straight through till August 20th. Over 2 weeks of tournaments left on the schedule.
Like, no, both sets.
Get down to Houston.
Yeah, tournament turnout has been great.
Yeah, of course.
Smashing most of the guarantees.
Like 8.
Whatever. And somehow we just get like 20 something.
And great structures here.
This is fucking gross.
Tons of play.
Strong hand. Usually when I call with that hand, I get the 10.
Getting in there from early position with jacks. Action folds around to the blinds.
Big pot.
Be going 3 ways to the flop. Larry with a mystery hand.
There it is.
And Larry's going to fire out at this king high board. That's a hundo. Vaca getting in there. The gut shot, backdoor spades. Hits it right in the guts. Second nut straight. He's got 2 jacks in his hand, which makes him feel better about that, and he will bet. $350 is the number. Larry makes the call.
Ooh.
And an ace means any jack in a match is good.
Oh, $1.50
Having
bet.
2 jacks in his hand continues for a small amount and takes it down.
2 jacks, even better. I got 9 jacks. Oh, I got a 9. It would have worked if you would have jammed over the top.
I had to do what?
So you jammed over that 150 bet, it probably would have worked.
Flop too fair.
Well, you don't have good basketball. They just call the watch.
Yeah, Texas are good.
Yeah, they really are.
Hopefully. Good coach, good team.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
Anything can happen though.
Yeah, but they're built the right way quickly.
Yeah.
They have a stud quarterback,
And a stud quarterback.
Yeah.
left tackle, stud corner, stud
Stud defense all the way around.
Who's the corner?
Stingley.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute blue chipper.
I forgot they had him.
Yeah.
And we just
They're
got
really
Diggs.
young, man.
They're super young, like tons of blue chippers. Like Anderson, Stroud,
Folds around to the blinds, and
Stephen Corey.
Larry raising to 300 with queen, 9-6.
They get a little bit meaner.
Oh, Rebuy Chris had limped in, double suited, jack 5, 4, 4, and makes the call. Heads up we go.
I always like defensive-minded coaches.
For sure.
Coming in.
That's what wins championships.
They make your team play just way different, way better.
When you have a good quarterback with them, that's a good one.
Larry still in the lead with the queens, checks it.
That's all you need.
And
to win
Chris
the Super Bowl.
You think once his contract
taking a stab here for 400.
They're all going to get it. They're going to have to rework.
Doesn't believe him, makes the call.
He's underpaid.
And turns a gut
Yeah,
shot.
he's big time underpaid right now.
He's underpaid.
half a billion?
The front door diamonds get there, and Rebuy Chris continues to bluff at it.
He's that good. He's worth
Bets
it.
1,000.
10 years, 500 million.
Dude, that's what they gave to Mahomes, and they're going to have to.
And it
rework
works.
this contract.
Oh, I got a bluff
Yeah,
too.
Mahomes is they'll probably offer him like an extension early.
Yeah, with more like upfront money on there.
Yeah, I think I had.
I bluffed you.
That might sting up Larry. He's been
Take off their last year.
on the chase for a little while, stuck in this game
4 years on the
right around 10K.
So they got a running
And
back.
then he just gets shown a bluff.
Everybody's so young. You know, they're going to have to pay Stingley and
And a
Stroud at
brave
the same
bluff,
time,
too, with Larry only having 1,500 behind.
because they're that good.
What's that one? The defense too, wasn't that one?
Oh, Anderson.
Anderson, yeah.
All 3 of them are going to have to pay.
But it worked.
You're going to have to.
They'll find the money.
We'll find it.
Or you have to. I mean, you got to have a quarter. I mean, left tackle, a quarterback, a cornerback, and your rush end. You have to have all 4 of those if you want to win.
The coach, how long is the coach contract?
Chris with 4 wheel cards and 3 clubs
He'll be there forever.
this time getting in there.
We got another.
Not forever, but he'll be there a while.
I'll be there until like
Yeah, they're going to be. I think they'll be good.
or he retires.
Lots of pretty hands here, but no raise so far. Larry's going to pot it with 4 Broadway cards in his hand. King, Queen, Jack 10 with King, Jack of diamonds. Makes it 650.
Thank you, Jerry.
Repot
Thank
from
you,
Rock
Jerry.
Smasher. The Rough
Thank you.
Kings
They go all 550.
trying to
Save
isolate.
me 550.
It'll cost you a big one.
Gets rid of the limpers, and Larry is
I've
all
got
in for
bad
less.
teams.
He's got king high, so kings is looks.
How much is it total? Okay.
I had low. Ace. Ace 3.
Goes!
5 clubs.
Oh, yeah, no diamond draw. Oh, he's got your diamonds covered. Damn.
Not diamond draw.
What hand do you want, Chris?
It's like a fair fight.
What hand do you want?
I want this.
You want that one?
No. They're quick. That means the other one's in the
Larry's going to need some help here. Rock
Oh,
Smasher with the kings.
You call that a run?
64% favorite.
Oh, that was me.
A favorable board for Larry.
Ace 3, 5, 6.
Needs to turn a Broadway card,
Clubs.
Just
but not
dead.
that one.
I think I would have had a boat.
Check mark delivered.
Oh, no. You know better than that. I would have had a boat for sure. Jesus.
No, I go twice. Larry goes once.
Oh, my God.
Add some insult.
And Larry hits the
Oh,
felt
did you?
again and reaches in the pocket.
Yeah.
So,
No,
I wouldn't have let you.
Back in
know that.
business for another 5K.
We usually go
I
everything
would have had a
bigger, you
boat.
go twice.
Flop a boat. But I can't. He saved me. He didn't save me. He cost me money now.
Oh, this is bigger than 5K.
it's a great hand.
Huh?
It's a great hand. I would do the same thing you did.
There hasn't been a. That was the only one. That was less than
Yeah.
5K. All in a call.
It's like one jack is what
That wasn't a jab at you or a dig, Larry. Nothing.
it's all about, you know.
You
Yeah.
were looking at me like you were mad.
What'd you say?
Yeah, as soon as you
Most
said, I'll
all-ins
take that
are
with
gonna be
a $1,000, I'm
over
like, yeah,
total
I'm
pot. So that was the only one that wasn't. What's up, JB?
Just like that, huh?
Other JB? Oh, you're P, never mind.
time I fucking straddle, I get my ass fucking popped out. God damn it.
400 raise from David. King, Queen, 9-8. King, Queen of spades.
Most all-ins are what?
I'm supposed to fucking
Say it
fold
again?
this.
And this, he said.
Sorry,
in this
that raises
game,
from El
most
Tractor.
Pots will be over.
Ace, 8,
Close to
7,
fold.
He said he
7.
goes twice if it's over 5K. I said they're all going to be over 5K.
Three ways to the
Said
flop.
except that one, but that was a rare.
Supposed to fold.
Rare bird.
Good, good.
Check.
I feel like we have Dewey out here. Every time I talk with Dewey, I got to tell the story 3 times.
He has so,
Huh?
he has so many good ones.
Oh, that's why I was like, I don't even want to. I just want to listen.
My goodness.
Big
You know,
turn
it
card
was-
for
He's got
David.
great stories.
Except an open-ender.
Yeah.
El Tractor, though, with nut flush draw and a set.
I can't wait to read that chapter.
Betting 400.
I'll wait to finish this after that.
One of the coolest things that we can like talk about. I can't say someone else.
And Rebuy Chris getting in there as well with 2 pair, drawing dead.
Jimmy Chagra.
Set will hold.
About him was pretty cool. About him playing golf with him. He was about to get arrested by the feds. Go away for a long time, so he had so much money he was just trying to give it away before he went to prison for life.
That's hilarious.
What was he going to prison for?
He was one of the heads of the cartel in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
He killed a federal judge and put a hit on a federal judge in El Paso.
That will
Oh my God.
And some other
Yeah, I read
stuff.
about that the other night.
Shouldn't do
Tell me
that.
about that?
Yeah.
Seems
And
like
that
a bad
was
idea.
60s or 70s or what was it?
This guy was playing
San
poker.
Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, it was the same.
According to Will.
Yeah, it was a federal
Federal judge, yeah. Anyway, so Dewey said he was just trying to give away like 40 million or something
5,
back
6,
like
right?
way long ago. He was
Yeah.
playing people in golf $1 million a hole.
You know, when he killed that judge, that was his 3rd trip to prison.
Yeah.
It's
He was a
weird if
big
you
bad
want to give
man.
away money, you don't
Both
actually
his
have to
brothers
play
were
poker
lawyers,
or
though.
golf. You can just hand it to me.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Yeah, that
And
trip
able.
over
What
the
card
judge-
were you thinking?
Rebuy Chris makes the call with 2 pair and El
So
Tractor
we were
showing the
playing
goods.
The other day, small game. Dude,
One of the only hands that El Tractor has had to turn over tonight.
David was coming.
Rebuy Chris just finally had to make a
Told the
call.
story. David was in. I didn't tell David the story. And I text David and told him, hey, you know, dude will probably be here. And literally
Thought
he
you missed
texted
the
me
flush. I didn't think you had to.
basically just a couple words of the story that Dewey was telling. It was like perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I bet it was a great one.
Yeah.
We'll get him.
But I didn't realize dude was so short. He's little bit.
Yeah, he's short. I want to say him
Short,
play golf.
short
He's
in height,
supposed-
but big in stature. That's for sure. That man has done a lot in this lifetime.
You know, I think he used to be a kindergarten teacher.
He did.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know how much he made when he was a kindergarten teacher? He said $6,100 a year.
Yeah.
How much?
6,100
A year?
a year.
Yeah. He is. He's making a lot more than that.
Betting $1 million a hole. Yeah. I get 6,100 a year. It's still-
Yeah.
Four?
Oklahoma Larry with the queens, single suited, raising to 400. El Tractor with the suited ace getting in there. I like this kind of hand where ace 7, 6, 5.
Yeah.
The nut
Man,
flush draw, but you've
they
got that
could
middle
make
shelf
some
You
cover.
like anything with a 7.
I do love sevens.
You love David's hand. I
Love-
do too, by the way.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Bottom end of the wrap for El Tractor and nut flush draw. That's why I like this kind of hand.
And top
Max face
2
is
for
tough, 'cause, like, you know he's a gambler, so
Oklahoma
you're like,
Larry.
he's
This
gambling.
money could
Yeah.
get in
But
again.
probably not a lot of people have better gambling stories. than
Sweater
him.
guy also
So,
open-ended on the high
when
end
they were telling
with this
me,
one
like,
with backdoor diamonds. He might peel off a turn card here. Tractor going for 1,000 into 1675.
Mac is from Dallas area. Grew up in there. I guess Joey was too. And
Mac is a
Benny
legend.
Binion was around. Like he ran Dallas before he went to Vegas.
Right.
So they had a lot of
Oh,
Dallas
yeah.
stories too.
Larry makes the call. Sweater guy gets out of the way. Heads up we go.
Back in the day, we used to be able to kill someone and get away with it.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's not fun like it used to be.
Yeah, it's not like
A great card for Tractor.
It would have been a great
I
card
wouldn't try the
for
same stuff now. That
Sweater guy had he stuck around. But a wise fold as El Tractor rivers the nut flush after it goes check, check. And Tractor going big. Instant fold from Larry.
Now, credit to Larry. He easily could have got all that in on the flop with top 2. Understood the equity of his hand was in not so great of shape against big draws. Easily could have lost another 5K.
He said when they played golf with Jimmy Sugar, there was federal agents in like the trees everywhere around where they played.
Oh, God, he's so funny.
He said you look up in any tree and there's a guy there with like a sniper rifle.
Almost hate to beat them.
Yeah.
No. They were in case of your hand. Yeah.
Rockets Will opening under the gun with 7 high rundown, double suited. Larry getting in there with King, Queen, 9-8, 3 clubs in his hand. Vaca Flaca with queens, making the call as well.
One more.
Going 4
Chance,
ways
but
to the
there's
flop
some
here.
diamonds out
Sweater guy with Jack 10, 9-8. Jack 10, 9-6 double suited.
Can't be right.
Yeah, please.
It doesn't look like it, but Rockets Will has the best of this one with the flush draw and a pair. Larry with top pair and a gutter will make the call. And the 4 improving Will's hand, 2 pairs now with an open ender, and the only flush draw.
Oh wow, 2775. You got 2700.
Better crack the whip, you're going to be able to build that tip store.
And Rockets Will betting enough to put Larry all in. He's going to fold. And Baca gets out of the way as well.
I'll show you.
It's been steady all day for Will Leffingwell, bracelet winner. We think he's in for 6,000, 7,000. Up around 3 or 4.
Yeah, Rockets Will, super strong PLO player, just always kind of aware of his equity and what's going on. The table around him, aware of the other players' stacks.
And then, a lot of it is, so you have to build the outside of a good product, and then some of it is just marketing.
Right. Is this the last hour already?
I mean, we're on our
I don't think so, because I got the people in the box. Oh, man, it's already 9:15.
Oh, shit.
David opening this one with 10, 10, 8, 6.
Oh, no, I left my... Yeah.
Don't worry, Rock Smasher. I turned you
A lot of
down.
people can read lips.
Did you wash your hands at
Watching it
least?
right now.
I always wash my hands. They'll hear it. Trust me. You're going to hear a long stream on the stream.
It was healthy. We did turn it down, though. I caught the very top.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick on the fader.
Is that you working the fade? Wow.
He's like, I'm trying to see what that is.
You think next time we could just let it go?
We do sometimes.
Just really capture.
We've had some good ones before they gave me the fader.
Yeah, I mean, I would have, but I wanted to play this. Yeah, for sure.
How about every time Helmuth has to go, we let it roll?
We'll break his switch off
Yeah.
so he can't turn it.
Bruce always
That's a good idea.
is the change. Person color it up. Collecting all.
Game machine.
He really is a mixed game machine. He's so crazy and aggressive, he just picks up chips.
It checks through on the flop, and David catches tens full
My buddy's like, hey, you want
Yeah, because you get
on the turn card.
this
for
guy?
sure.
He plays
Yeah, it
poker.
definitely counts.
He's cool. Like, this guy's lit.
It's unreal. Like, it's really good, I'm going to make sure I have enough hours.
I was
to
in
make, I
Vegas, I was
did,
sitting in the Venetian.
but,
I
they said I
he
should
walked
by
in,
10.
I'm like,
we
start
if you
playing.
play like
Ultimate Hold'em.
40 hours, anyone who played 40 hours more made this $30,000 free roll.
David going too big, in my opinion, betting almost a pot-sized bet.
Up top, just a straight free roll.
And I had like 30 something hours.
Yeah.
I didn't put the
Smart
last
guy getting out of the
That was a
way.
fantastic promotion. It was fun, man.
She might get a call there
You
from
got
an
like
ace
more
that
chips for
hasn't
every 10 hours you had after 40 hours.
voted up
I
yet.
only
I'd
played
figure
a
it.
week and a half, but I got like 40,000. I had one of the top like 10 chip stacks. Started.
Did you get any money back?
That's a benefit.
I got 1,100. I came in eighth. There's a huge pay jump from if you registered at the very end. Everyone got $100, but if you waited to the max reg, you got 300. So if you were like a micro stack, that was kind of the play. But one of the guys that did that,
Now it's permanently gone.
either that Canadian guy,
5 or 6,000?
200 or so,
200.
and chip. You're asking
How
me
much
chip?
did he get at the end? Who got the most money? Who
Oh,
won?
it was 10K for first. I don't know if
Oh,
they
it was 10K
chopped-
for first.
It was 10K for first.
I thought it was 10K total they were chopping up.
No. Did they chop it? They started chopping about it since they busted me, but
What'd you bust?
I had pocket fours.
Final two tables or final table? Or?
I came in eighth.
Oh, so final table.
Yeah.
Rock Smasher, single suited kings, opening this one up, king, king, jack 8. Folds around to Oklahoma Larry. He makes a call with king, jack 9-5.
It'd be cool if they did something like that, like every other month. I mean, they don't have to do
Yeah,
50,000.
sure.
But I don't think too much. It'll probably be like 5 tables, maybe 6 tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get a one.
Tuesdays we play good, and then
I
every other
couldn't
day
believe I was surprised I didn't have 40 hours.
Tuesdays is strong.
we start same time as this,
Yeah,
like
me too.
6.
I mean, when the storm happened, I
and
was
then
there.
usually like
I stayed here and I was playing.
Friday or Saturday, there's a lot of people up here. We'll play 5-5.
Dude, did you get?
Not a huge game, but 5-5-10.
Me too?
You're fine.
I've won 20,000 here in the 136 game.
Good.
I played the whole weekend, but it was
Gonna start a fire.
136 game, won 20,000.
Oh, that's right.
Larry flopping a big wrap here. Rock Smasher with the open ender. King's still in the lead, but Larry picking up some equity here with this particular flop.
I drop my kids off at school, and I get here like 9:15
in the morning.
And it'll be Larry leading out for a pot-sized bet.
Oh my God.
It was just crazy. I mean, max buying 1,000. We were just
Gotta imagine Rock
Yeah.
Smasher gets it in here.
Everybody be, flying that
Yeah.
hard in the early morning.
Just putting Larry all in.
When they first opened, it was
A quick
Yeah, it
call.
was crazy.
It was gas, man.
So as you get in free before noon too, so people are something like free time usually in the morning. So the games in the morning.
Yeah,
are
you
good.
could, like you might lose $15,000.
Rock Smasher, a
big favorite.
60-40 favorite.
This is your hand.
Yeah, and you lost
That's your hand. Pick up a 7.
And they both make the same straight.
Get in, Larry. I'm glad y'all chopped.
I was rooting for Larry. I'm not gonna lie. But getting buried in the game.
8 blockers,
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody get hurt
15
too bad.
blockers, all the 9 blockers, all the aces blockers.
Thanks.
Jack blocker.
What's that?
They,
Come
they
see.
have a little bit of identity crisis with what game they want to run here.
Oh,
Though.
yeah.
Like it's
Thank you.
they're really
It all
supposed
depends
to
on the
get
players that are coming.
two good games.
Thank you so much.
But half the crowd kind of wants to play 1-3 or 1-2, and then the other crowd wants to play
5-5.
like a 5-5 game.
Or
If they get a
1-3-6.
little bit more people, then they have 2 solid games.
So her last
It's
night was
close,
really good.
real close.
I wanted to come up and play, but they had day 2 of a tournament, so there was a lot of people in here, and I think they were all playing PLO after they busted. So like yesterday had 2 really good games. They said.
I like the people that run this place a lot.
Yeah. Goal is to get this game going every day. But what?
He said, tell Larry he was good a long time ago.
I'm not telling him. It's on you, Larry.
Here we go. You had to say something.
Larry gets upset when we tell him to rescan his
You
cards.
had to say something, man.
Can you see him in the booth?
He doesn't like
Rubbing
it.
the paint off.
No.
Him now.
It's an issue with PLO, and we always tell these guys, because there's 4 cards, the thickness of the cards, sometimes the top card doesn't read. So if you just take the top card and move it to the bottom, it works. But what Larry does is just keeps fanning the same ones over and over again. And then he gets really mad because they're like, can you rescan your cards? Can you rescan your cards?
It doesn't help when the guy's stuck.
No, of course not.
Sometimes you just got to leave it
That
alone.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's happy to rescan when he's up 10K.
Yeah.
When you're down
Now that's
10K.
when you wanna
it's
ask
just-
him.
Yeah. Nobody with hearts. David with the low end of the straight is going to pick this one up after it checks around.
Escalera.
45. Jordan on the comeback.
He was excited about that.
Hands played themselves. I thought I won with the 8 in the river. Did you play PLO? No. No. Just wondering.
The seat open.
Oh, horse tournament? Oh, so you play Omaha. That's the O, right, in horse?
That makes a difference in that. Get some shit in the line and you pick up.
Every time someone goes to the ATM, I always ask them, you play PLO?
Because especially all the $400 calls you make, like $400 calls.
Yeah, the ATM's like right here is the perfect thing. People always back here.
It's a nice needle.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I got $300. I won 3 hold them.
Right there.
This guy looks like he plays PLO in Dallas. You ever play PLO in Dallas? Big games?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and Jared went up there one time.
Dallas had a pretty big PLO game going for a while. I don't know if they still have it at the public place, TJ.
El Tractor Double suited kings and sweater guy right behind him with double suited kings.
Then like 2 other guys who got in the game, but they're like all know each other in front. They play big. They like to gamble.
Larry's in.
Scan those cards, Larry.
He did a great job.
JP with double suited ace queen 9-5. And Larry with spades working for him. Sweater guy flopping the best of this one with the king high clubs.
I'll introduce you to April before.
Checks all the way around though. Board very wet. But nobody has any of these straights. Actually, Larry now has the very bottom end with a wheel.
They're in the break after registration closed. There's only 9 people out of that tournament.
And a relatively large favorite.
Drive me crazy.
Fourth is hard to bust people.
I know. So.
But it's so hard to call when you have to play the ace deuce on a 6-high board.
I think there's like 36 people.
I think you're right. Yeah, he's just pushed right out of the pot. Sweater guy.
Bad way to spend
Very nice.
Taking it down with the draw.
Yeah.
But, you know, having,
$300.
yeah.
Take up your all night.
Plus, you know.
I don't do nothing.
I played one of these tournaments so far. It was a 1 day. It was a 1 day. Nice.
I'm superstitious.
1 day tournament. Got 173K in the prize pool. $400 tournament. So I got a lot. So I played one of these tournaments. It was a $400 buy-in. I got 173K in the pot.
Wow.
It was over in 1 day. I busted 63rd. They paid 61.
Oh.
Ultimate waste of $400 I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, but you had fun.
I could have just folded.
Probably just fold his hand.
I tried to get really active on the bubble.
So much fun was had.
Build some chips.
We do get some big fields here at Champions.
Slow down, Will. Come on, man. We're going to be for a little while. It's okay.
Old Tractor opening this one. Ace King 10-8.
I didn't eat
3
that steak
diamonds
like
in his hand.
I didn't have steak. I had freaking salmon. It was good.
Salmon is
You
good.
had that cucumber salad too, right?
Yeah.
That dressing's my favorite.
Double suited Jack High rundown for JP. Pretty looking
That
hand.
dressing she makes in house.
So we go 3 ways to the flop. Larry in there with Jack 9-4 Trey. Looking for spades.
It's funny, we play at Harrah's in New Orleans, and they...
Fuddruckers.
No, the food is like...
Open-ended straight flush draw for JP.
I'll eat it. Fuddruckers.
And a full wrap.
They don't, but they don't have it. They took it out, and they put...
They took it out?
Awful, yeah, awful places. Awful.
Tractor with top 2.
They took out
Fires
Fuddruckers?
out. 800.
Not all of them. Some guy rebought them now. The one over here is still open in Memorial City. I went there the other day. I love Fuddruckers. I've been going there since I was a kid. Favorite burger still.
Let's go to Fuckers. Let's go to Fuckers.
It's a good place too. Yeah. We call it the church where I'm from. The bread's the best at Fuddruckers. The burgers are just so good.
Fuddruckers is good.
I love it. My
JP
favorite
makes the
burger's
call.
still
Larry gets out of the way, and we'll go heads up
I remember
now.
that. It was good too. They actually have a salmon sandwich
JP a
there
favorite.
now. It's actually really good too. I think
And
it's
just
kind of new.
No
The
waiting.
milkshakes are the
Turning the
best
clubs.
too. The milkshakes are great. And the cookies are really good. They gave you the mixer cup.
Check, check. JP not confident with the 10 high clubs, and now the board pairs.
Used to be this place at 249.
JP does have a 7 in his hand.
1960 called 59 Diner, and they have another one down over here with their milkshakes. They did the same thing, but they're like
Will might turn his hand into a bluff here. He decides not to.
open-ended, straight. Oh, a wrap.
3-7.
And 3 sevens? Golly. How didn't you raise?
That was unbelievable turn card.
Hey, did you
I think
steal
that's
Larry's
the
shirt?
first pot I've seen El Tractor lose
Living
at
legend?
Showdown.
I think
the
you're
entire
right.
night.
Yeah.
That's your shirt, Larry.
I think you are
You get
right.
one like that. You go, Larry.
You could have got me a full one flop.
You said earlier that's like the best
I
flop.
thought you had to, you're
Most
pretty
actual
handcuffed by him. You're pretty handcuffed by him. You would have bet the river road got real spicy though.
If you'd have bet the river
I didn't think you.
That noise you're hearing is Larry's hat.
Well, at least he's back to wearing hats. He's in a good mood.
Finally.
All right, I'll slow down. You're right, David. Should listen to you more often. Thank you, counselor.
Double suited fives for Rockets. Will looking for some wheel cards here, opening it up.
I just want to get.
Ace five of spades working for him.
Shakes so hard.
You can do both.
Shakes your.
David with the same two suits on the button. And they go heads up to the flop here.
That's an excellent.
Wow. What a flop.
Yeah.
3 aces for Will. David with a good flush draw, but bet and take it.
Get a low, too. Backdoor low.
Now, your definition of a good flush
Who's
draw
a diamond's my favorite card. I raise any hand with
is
it.
different. He had an 8-high flush draw.
Well, good against Will's hand is what,
okay,
what I
gotcha.
mean.
Oh, all right. I was thinking, man, you are an aggro PLO player.
No, I mean, I wouldn't play an
Any
8-high
two
flush draw.
will do.
But against Will's 5-high flush draw, it was good.
Larry made it for me. I hadn't put Gaios on because I took it home from here and I didn't have them.
You know who it is that I told you was sending me their stuff? Do you know who that is?
Who?
Today I told you send me the slides.
Sending you slides.
George Thorogood.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
You told me. I didn't know who it was when you said
Anybody else able to know who George Thorogood is?
Yes.
He's an artist, right?
Yeah.
Like he's got something bad to the bone. George Thorogood, the Destroyers.
Yeah. You got to remember, he hadn't come out with a song since I've been born. I remember that. So I don't know who it is.
He's his slides he uses when he plays. He's sending them to me to engrave them for him.
Finger slides, right?
Guys, congratulations. All y'all's cards scanned this round.
All right. Nice.
Do what?
It's almost time to go home.
Here you go.
I think this is yours.
Anyway, I told him I wouldn't charge him. I was like, the guy was a freaking living legend. That it's an honor to get engraving for him. There's no way I'd charge him to do it.
That's pretty cool. How many, are there different sizes or he just?
I mean, you basically buy a big one and use it. They're made to where you're supposed to be able to turn your hand over and just fall off. That way when you're playing, you get done with it. I mean, you're in the middle of the song, you can just drop it off.
Yeah.
5 ways to the flop.
I told you my dad's a guitar collector, right? So he's
Top set for
plays
David.
guitar a lot too. He's big guitar
And
guy.
blocking the straight with an 8 in his hand.
I didn't know.
He probably owns over 150 guitars. Here's a room, 3 high, all the way around. Pretty cool.
How much, 5 or 6?
What is it he's got?
He's got everything. Like 150 guitars probably. Paul Reed Smiths, Les Paul, Strats.
Yeah, I won't play Paul Reed Smith because you're playing so much for the name. They're good. They're heavy as fuck. They're heavy.
He's got the black with the gray. And the
Hearts get there. Rebuy Chris takes the lead.
I think he got to a point where he's just like, I don't want to spend money on my kids anymore. I'm just going to start buying guitars. So we had to all fend for ourselves. And
I have that many guitars. I've got 35 guitars, but I've got 7 full stacks upstairs. That's 8, 10. I've got 12 cabinets that I've got 12-inch speakers, 4 in each one of them.
Again?
that's why you can't hear.
Huh?
That's why you can't hear.
They are unbearable to be in the room with on tour.
But these go to 11.
I've got a full-blown studio upstairs at the house. I got 35 guitars. And I've got Les Paul I've never cared for, but I've got Jackson, Ibanez, Washburn, ESP.
I've got a Martin, a little Martin.
You gotta learn how to play
I've got a really nice Martin.
I've got one signed by Metallica.
I don't really play that
I
much,
have no
but
clue what
I've
it
got
is.
one of Kirk
though.
Hammett's guitars upstairs.
I believe that. I believe for sure. I know it's not because Kirk Hammett has what, a Les Paul.
No, it's one of his
Gibson.
ESP Strat style bodies. When they were prototyping them for him, you know what's weird is his brother. We used to ride motorcycles in the morning. His brother came out one day and he goes, "Yeah, my brother's coming to town this weekend and plays for a band called Metallica." I was like,
Yeah.
he brought him out there. He really was. I got to go to him with him, and when he left, he had 3 of those black guitars that got the inverted headstock on it. And he said, "Just take it with you."
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've had it since 1990.
I wish my brother was a guitarist for Metallica.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice.
You must be loving this story.
Three?
Oh yeah, I've heard it a couple times.
Yeah.
Y'all get the wreck.
Are you still in a rock band?
Don't have a band
sure
going
that
right now, but I still play some music every once in a while at home.
Do you think maybe
More like novelty.
we ought to put a band together?
Let's do it.
Take it on the road?
Yeah. What do you play?
Well, I dabble.
Yeah.
A variety of things. The kazoo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
His brother's house and more.
9-10 jack.
Great on the mic. Can really sing.
Yeah.
Many things, so.
More of a Celine Dion type of range. You know, it's not.
I wish I
Not
was
sure
better.
what sort of rock we would
Could have
form.
played it. All time growing up, I played sports.
Coheed and Cambria sort of sound.
There you
Wish I would
go.
play guitar more.
Yeah.
Wasted a lot of my life playing on the road, playing in a band.
Yeah. I
What are
probably
you
would.
talking about?
Greta Van
Part of your
Fleet.
life.
You made a lot of your life.
She got the real high register.
We're up there.
You're going up
Yeah.
there. I love it.
Yeah,
Let's
but
do
we
it.
got to see the pictures of you with long hair.
Yeah, when I had the
You
chance
learn a couple of Coheed
Rubber
songs.
pants.
time or whatever, I was so burned out on it. You want to go?
I can think of a lot of other worse ways to spend the early years of your
Yeah.
life than being a rock star. I mean, that sounds pretty cool.
When did you stop loving it?
When he started loving tigers and all that
Football.
other shit.
Poker.
Yeah.
Poker.
It's hard to have any other hobbies with poker.
Golf.
Mainly because hobbies are expensive.
Usually the last hour of the stream, Larry just turns his hearing aids off
Golf
and
is
stops
very
scanning his
expensive.
cards. So we
Yeah.
got mystery hands.
No, it's not.
5 ways
That's
to
what
the
I like
flop.
about Larry.
Yeah. It's one of the 7 or 8 things I like about
I'm
him.
going to go to
Favorite
Florida
rack,
soon
man.
and play with Dewey. Golf. Just so he can give me lessons mainly, but
I checked.
In his endless stories, he's got some great stories for sure.
here,
Sweater guy,
I like Wildcat.
triple fours,
Yeah, I like Black Horse.
blocking
Where's
spades.
Wildcat?
Low 90s. Could break 90 every once in a while. Wildcat's an old landfill right outside the football stadium, essentially. So, like, some of the holes are just big hills, they're just hills.
Yeah.
Because it's
Heads
just
up now, Rebuy
bunch of
Chris to
junk
nut
under there,
spades.
like, buried in the grass
Draw.
ground, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
Picks up a wheel draw to go with it, but Sweater guy fills up.
I think I'm
I have a named hand.
Fours full of deuces.
A named hand?
It's a named hand.
yeah, the one
For
before.
what hand?
This moment.
I'll play with you when you go there.
Yeah, we'll go. I got a couple friends out there.
I
More to the story than one I want to go to, but
don't know what the fuck to do now.
that side of town eventually too.
A
I'm from
named
Springs,
hand.
so.
Yeah, that's the part down.
And you get to play at Augusta.
Keeps
I
betting.
mean,
They wanted to squeeze.
Yeah.
so my best friend's getting a membership at Glenlock. He lives in that neighborhood, so I can play both.
I think you can have kings.
Yeah.
Four days.
No clue.
15 till.
Sweater guy going just over half pot here.
Well, we're done in 15 minutes. We're
I
done
don't
at
think you
10,
can
so
have
I
the
figured you know. Huh?
You gotta have a four.
15
15
till
to
10.
10. 9
We're gonna just move out
So we've
there.
got like an hour and
Hey,
15 minutes left.
what's a named hand in
Rebuy
Omaha?
Chris
Quads.
gets out of the way.
The cheerleader hand.
Right.
2, 4, 6, 8. I already knew when I looked at the
Yeah,
board.
one of the few named PLO hands. Cheerleader.
Cheerleader.
The cheerleader.
2, 4, 6, 8.
I get it.
There's not many named hands.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
well,
that before.
Pocket rocket, but in Omaha, can you think of a named hand?
I would have never thought of that.
I guys got 5.
I can't tell well. 'cause
Yeah,
you've
no,
heard me
no,
say
that's
it
fine.
before.
What's that?
Buttons on Jonathan's
I had
last
a
hand.
king. I had the nut flush.
And you're
Oh, ending
you were
at 10?
dead.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you
We're gonna go out there and play.
Once the two
But
cent, that was
the
different.
announcers have all day
I want to
tomorrow,
try
so
it.
they're
I saw one that
short doors
opened
today.
by my brother.
I appreciate it.
Down to the
No,
last
no,
5
no,
hands of the stream, sounds like.
Cheerleader hand.
I think that one's gonna crush.
One of my favorites.
Those guys are
We
Well,
like
the Scott's
Or
favorite
last 6
hand right
hands.
there.
We're
We
doing
like
an
to
orbit.
We do.
Save the cheerleader,
They got
save
a
the
king
world.
right
Yeah.
there, just
Turn
open.
card, because
Anyone
They're
ever watch
next
that
door to
show?
a Kings.
Yeah.
And I really believe that area is about them. For sure.
Number 1.
JP's got the cheerleader hand notched.
No, oh no.
3, 5, 7, 9.
You would have won a bigger one.
Call. All right.
Was it 100? Yeah, it's 100. Then
It might be 1,000 by the time he gets back to
three.
you.
I was like, they bet 1,000? What the fuck? What's going on here? 100, correct? Okay.
One short. Never mind, you're right.
Rockets Will raising it up here with ace, queen, queen, Trey, double suited. 600 to go.
Feel that.
Oh, what the fuck I'm supposed
Wind
to do?
coming off my ear, back of my neck.
And a few quality hands here.
What'd you say?
No, I did not say pot. Said I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm the button.
You're never supposed to fold the button.
Going 4 ways to the flop
Chapter
here.
3.
Even with no outs, chapter 1.
Good flop for a rebuy, Chris. Nut flush draw. And a gut shot. Larry flops the straight. Jams it in there. Only has 475 behind, though. He's going to get action.
You've been up earlier than me. I got
Rebuy Chris potting it back.
You've been up some.
Now Rockets Will with the decision. He's got middle set.
That changed things.
Yeah, Lee.
What is happening?
Well,
Who raised it?
Larry flopped the nuts, so he got all in. Vaca calls.
Come on, Larry. Can we just do this one time for Larry, please? Am I the only one on the Larry train?
I'm all for it. Let's get Larry back some chips here. Rebuy Chris with the nut flush drop, repotting, and Rockets Will with a set. Trying to decide if he wants to gamble.
I mean, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, we're looking at 470. Okay, there it is. Rebuy Chris potted it. We were waiting for that to 4,200 and change.
Yep.
Can I ask him what he's going to do? He's going to go on?
Call a friend.
It's only worth it if you go in.
Rockets Will folding the
For a
set.
minute.
Best hand in poker. King 10.
And it folds around. Rebuy Chris getting what he
Why do you have to
wanted
do that,
here,
Chris?
isolating Larry.
King 10 with diamonds? No, no, take King 10. Ah.
Had to get
put
y'all
it
out?
into-
No.
Yeah.
No.
10 or not.
But he had I thought they both had King 10, he had diamonds. Figured he had some of my blockers. I had one of my own blockers.
And the
Move from
diamonds get
diamonds, I
there
gotta beat
right
those.
out of the gate.
But maybe not. Do some
Rough
club.
night for Oklahoma Larry.
I haven't been able to hit one all night, and every time I've needed to dodge
Do some
one,
clubs. I
it's a
didn't
club.
call it. Oh my
Well,
god.
you said diamonds. How could you not call?
Well, if I knew it was going to turn, I would have called. I knew I would have had another deuce in the river. Had ace, queen, queen. If I didn't have the ace, I'd call.
Oh my God.
That would have been a big pot for Rockets Will if he decided to gamble.
I was short fire for the last 5 minute 4 hands.
I had to try to get them out.
How much is this, Larry?
Why?
And
You were
I'm
making it
gambling.
How much?
1,600.
I wouldn't have made the nuts. If I would have just called, you would have called.
Yeah, but I would have folded the turn.
Queen of diamonds.
And 2 queens.
Lawrence Popper in the chat says he only roots
you
for
got a
Larry
blocker, I
wearing
had
the
an ace,
jester
two
hat.
blockers.
Well, maybe he needs to change it up.
If he would have had more money, I might have called. But he had less than what I was calling. So if I hit, it's like.
He said, yeah. Oh,
I agree. I agree. No, not 100%. If I had a king instead of an ace, I would have called.
What's the saying? If my aunt had a...
If my aunt had a dick, he'd be my uncle.
Like I said, I had it for a minute.
Larry potting it. The mystery hand. Putting a quarter of his chips in. Probably not going anywhere.
I almost let out and pot the flop. Then I would have.
Then you would have been stuck in it.
Won it. I know.
Four
that's what I
ways
said.
to the
I wish I
flop.
would've- Not bought it, but would have bet like 1,000.
One time.
You got lucky,
I'm
Chris.
of course.
I should have bet.
But it worked.
Of course. I'm not that good at this game. I have to get lucky. I'm getting better though. I'm getting 100,000% better for sure.
Oh, there you go.
Funny part, I didn't even realize I had in there. I washed it in there.
$300,000.
Checks around.
It hurts. I didn't say that on stream. Take that, cut that.
And checks around again. Rockets Will making Broadway now with 4 diamonds on board.
Next thing you know, my mom's calling. Hey, I need some money. I need some money. I'm like, did you see I lost 10,000? Yeah, but you got money. Yeah, you could buy it for 10,000. I'm like,
Flocka Flocka with the smaller straight makes the call. King 9. No
It's
good.
called by worse, yeah.
I couldn't call 400 with king 3, some shit.
A little more value for Rockets Will. The rich get
I mean,
richer.
I normally do, but
$200 credit line.
We got about 10 minutes
We'll
left,
let you do whatever
guys,
you
on
want.
this stream. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in.
No one else.
Opening night. This is the regular game.
No one else
The
can do
PLO
that.
game once a week
Only you.
inside the club. The Poker
I
Stallions.
want you to make sure you know how
We are
stuff is.
thrilled to have been able to give them a little spotlight. Tomorrow,
Tuesday, next week.
we shift over to No Limit Hold'em.
This
We
is the last
bring
hand?
in
No,
Phil
3
Hellmuth,
more hands.
Jared Blesnick, Cantu, Jay White, Wolfgang, Poker Mama, 3 Coin, Phil Hellmuth the third.
Yeah, 1,000.
His son will be in the game.
What? 7 of us call.
2
2
fills.
2 Phils, 2 Hellmuths, 1 table.
Oh, any chance that they'll blow up at each other?
I hope so.
That would be amazing.
He's gonna repop it.
We'll be right here, same time. Not the same time. I'm wrong. 1 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Central Time.
Well, we are
Same
looking
channel.
forward to the star power coming to Champions Club on the PokerGo channel.
Oh my God.
I read this book, motherfucker.
Yum, yum.
And I will tell you, Jared Blesnick is here to put on a show.
We want a show.
His goal is to be
3.
Oh, I had
the
one of
biggest
those.
face in poker
God, I had a best 3
over the
too.
next 2-3 years.
The best 3 at ace.
He's going to play everything. Total entertainer, a character.
Spades too.
Ian Hellmuth love to needle each other. Really looking forward to that.
That should be fun. Larry Legend all
I
in
airballed back
again.
completely. Backdoor hard.
JP catching a lot of this flop here.
Oh, backdoor straight draw.
That was a pretty good.
Pretty good turn
Turns a
card for him.
wrap to go along with his
And
flush
for you.
draw.
Wow.
No hurt.
But blank on the river.
Yes,
Pair of queens good enough, though.
8 to the ace, but then he has ace king.
Oklahoma Larry missing everything.
The queen. The queen was the key card.
Wow.
At ace king 9.
We're playing after.
Yeah.
So
only
Lala
got 2 more
saying
hands there,
Blesnick
so-
was a blast to watch in the
Might as
PPC
well
this
save your
year.
big one. Just wait out there.
I'm telling
I
you,
think you might as well get
he's
chips and play out there. Get a table.
so
and win like 2
funny.
more hands.
and he will play a ton of hands. 25-50 with
You
the
can pick your
ante
seats too if
tomorrow.
you want, Larry.
Money will be
you can go pick
flying.
your first seat, whatever one you want.
Looking forward to that. And you'll be joined by
The one and only.
your normal partner in crime.
Jeff Platt finally will show up. He refused to be in the state of Texas for a Pot Limit Omaha stream. He's anti-Pot Limit Omaha.
Well, more Pot Limit Omaha for me.
That's exactly right. He doesn't know what he's missing. Frankly, he has no idea what's happening, nor do I, for that matter. Thank God we had you, Dan.
No, never mind. I thought I had ace king queen. I was
Well,
going for. He was 9.
I enjoy it.
Oh, I thought I won with a bigger queen.
And we do this every week here. Champions, one Pot Limit Omaha stream, and then we usually do
1-3 game.
3 Hold'em streams.
$125,000 on the table.
Sometimes
Yeah. I had like 25.
get a tournament in there as well. We got a bunch of tournament streams coming up next week, though, with the Summer Poker Open going.
2,000 every time. He had potted every hand.
Check us out on Champions Poker Live channel.
I'm sure y'all know.
When you're not watching PokerGo.
Or something, I don't know.
I think I know who it is.
But it was just, and he was drinking all night. Yeah.
Broadway gets there for Will again.
Spring. Yeah, I used to live down south.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I used to. Yeah, I moved up to Spring. A year and a half ago.
All right, guys, last hand.
I'm 2 minutes from PCA.
And this is
Yeah,
it.
2 minutes.
The last hand.
I'm working. I played Friday up there, but I'm working this Friday. Yeah.
Well, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all need to come out here this week. It's going to be a great PLO tournament. I'm probably not going to play it except for the satellite or the turbos. So y'all got a good chance in the bag early.
Turbo's the
Turbo's the best. I'm only playing
Straight
turbos from now on.
15-minute levels.
I don't have time to play all day anymore to come back and play all day another day.
Yeah.
This one's 20 minutes of levels. I've already looked. That's the only one I can play.
There's like 5 flights. Something like that. So
This
we'll be
last
fun. Then the main event the week after.
Dude, the one in the morning is so awesome.
I mean, weekend tomorrow, PokerGo will be on at 3 o'clock tomorrow, and I think all week. So watch some of the 100, 200 games.
Last hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Every time I play the last hand, I fucking lose.
Preach, rocket
I don't know if
roll.
some of y'all saw Phil on the PokerGo in Vegas not too long ago.
Oh,
Did anyone see that, Helmuth?
where he
When
went off.
he threw that fit and like threw the mic on the table?
Was that unusual or
That's
what?
normal.
No, yeah, that's pretty
That's why I didn't want to play. I think the game.
It was really funny. Like no one really even said anything that bad. He just lost like back-to-back flips. In one of the flips, they ran it twice, and he lost both of them or something like that. He was just frustrated. Because
That's fine. That's fine.
really, that's all Hold'em is. My mind Hold'em is a game of
shot
flips.
up.
That's why I don't
I'm
like
gonna
to
mess
play.
your shot up.
If I want to flip
I've done
coins,
this
I'll just go
before,
flip
too.
coins.
Baccarat.
For money. Yeah, I'll play baccarat.
Wait,
Play the real game, PLO, where you're not always flipping coins.
isn't PLO always
you're flipping
flipping coins
three-sided
where the
coin,
equities
you got
run like identical to one another?
Not when you're a PLO
Or you're
player.
flipping a
You
three-sided
see
coin and you
it
got
through a
one
different
side and
lens.
someone else has
Yeah.
one side and someone else has one side.
Yeah, you're in some big trouble.
That happens a lot. No, everyone's 33%.
Well, you see a lot more
Those are the
bluffing.
best hands when everyone's between 30 and
Oh,
40%.
three-hand and three. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And we're going to see a
Misunderstood
Helmuth
what
blow
you
up.
said.
That's
Sometimes you flip a 5-sided coin.
what everyone's going to be tuning in for.
Especially in Houston
I mean,
games.
that's his brand.
All right, take it.
You see what? Last hand poker.
Big flop for Sweater
I
guy,
like getting
top
5
two and a
I like
gut
getting
shot.
5 to 1 on 27%. Something, you
Got
know.
me in bad shape.
Like,
Takes
wow,
it down
top two
with
and
a
a gutter.
bet.
We got one more hand. Says that one is no flop. Ask him. We don't need your mic. Oh, Chris isn't in
Chris is
here.
gone. That's good.
Let's do a flip. All right, let's do a flip.
All right.
Well, we'll take a look
want
at
to?
the results here. The players are going to be doing a sweat, as they often do at the end of these big games. Everybody started this table with 5K in their stack. You can see the stacks are much bigger now. Well, it was fun commentating with you again, Brent.
Oh, it's great, Dan. Thank you so much for being in here. We needed a professional in the booth that understands this game. David, our big winner. More than $14,000. Jared Eskandari, the Rock Smasher, 9,500, give or take. Rockets Will, steady. Rebuy Chris, El Tractor, right around $3,700 each. Everybody else buried. OK Larry, Oklahoma Larry, our biggest loser of the night. But the game goes on inside. If you're in the area, get down to Champions Club. All the cash you can handle. Tournaments running all the way through August 19th. And we will be back here tomorrow on PokerGo's YouTube channel, on PokerGo, on Pluto TV, you name it. 3 o'clock local time, 1 o'clock Pacific. I think that wraps us up.
Sounds good to me. Thanks again. Have a good night, everybody.
Play your hand, play your hand. No fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. And no fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. No fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. No fuck, counting the stacks, stacking the rags. No fuck, play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand.